Hello? Hello? There you go. Hello, everyone! Welcome to the stream. It's been a while. Wait. Let me just... I forgot the first. Hello, James! Thank you for being the first here. Yeah! Wait, let me save it up. Give me 1 sec. I'm still doing this actually. It's a habit now. Also, thank you to everyone who's been checking in. Hello, good job. Good job, everyone who's checking in. Okay, right. Let me update my first on the list, which is James. James. There you go. See? So hi, feathers. Oh wait, why did I? Lol, wait. Unpin there. Frosty, hello. James, baby. Who else? Lucy, hello. Cause the old. Okay, so Frosty is saying this only sunscreens I'm seeing is like chemical ridden ones. I mean, okay. Bit of context, okay? So, bit of context to everyone who's here. So, we are actually having a discussion regarding skincare on Discord. So, if you're on Discord, you might probably see that. But yeah, anyway. So, chemical sunscreens are not that bad, okay? They're usually in the market most of the times. Chemical sunscreens are the ones without the white mask, okay? So white mask is like when you remember when you use sunscreen, sometimes you look like a white fucking ghost. So that's the white mask. So white mask usually appears on um natural? Is it like organic? There you go. Organic sunscreen. There you go. Organic sunscreens. But okay, so not every chemical sunscreen is bad. So most of the time it's just there because there are like additional stuff that they put in it, but not necessarily bad. But there are also some that are like hybrid. So organic and chemical sunscreens. So most of the times that's what you will see on on your local beauty stuff or beauty drugstore stuff. Also, hi Dr. Pegasus. Hello, welcome to the stream. Hi. Thank you for following. um that's why you have products love adding coconut. I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. You just need to just doctor. Okay, doctor. Oh, doctor, I see. Okay, hi, doctor. So yeah, so that's what that's what chemical sunscreens are. But it's not that bad. Okay, you just need to know which one actually works for you, because sometimes some would be just oily as shit. Okay, so um check some if you have your preference, you can always do the organic sunscreens, but it will typically have a white mask on your face. That's why it's organic. But it's the safest. Okay, it's the safest sunscreen. But you just need to learn how to use it. Okay, so also one misconception about sunscreen, by the way, is like when you put it on that it stays. No, you need to reapply it, okay? You need to apply sunscreen every 2 hours. 2 to 3 hours at most. Cause like bro, you have sweat. So it goes away. So when you use sunscreen, you have to reapply it, especially when you're outside. You have to reapply it after 2 to 3 hours. So sometimes people would be having like the spray thing instead, so it's easier, but like you need to reapply sunscreen. How are you today? I'm doing good. They're asking you about skincare. So we actually had some discussion on Discord about like what would you recommend as a skincare. So like I told them on Discord that when you're younger, especially like around teens, like early 20s, you need to build or prep up your skin. So basically, you do what you want to fix. If you want to fix your acne, you want to improve your skin, then you do it on your early 20s. Yeah, so you start early. You start early, guys. And then by the time you reach 24 or 25, that's when you use anti-aging, okay? Anti-aging means it slows down the process of you aging. So it won't fucking work if you're using it when you're fucking old. So that's not how it works. I think some people like think of it that way, but that's not how it is. So you use anti-aging to slow down the process. So if you use it like when you're older and you have wrinkles, then you know what are you what are you preventing? It's already there. So that's not how it works. Did you also do skincare? Yeah, of course. I'm Asian. So yes. So yes, I do skincare. I started my skincare when I was in high school. So high school was when like I started like checking out stuff because you're kind of like you're getting conscious. Yes. Philippine, yeah, I'm Filipino. Yes, yes. So, yeah, basically, so that's what happened. So when I was like in high school, that's when I started diving into skincare of like, okay, what can I try? So stuff like that. So I got curious, and then like when I was in college, that's when I started like really getting into it, like building my own skincare routine. That's when you start. Kumusta ka na? I'm good. Okay. I speak English here because most of my community is not is not Filipino, so we speak English here. Okay, so speak English, everyone, so everyone is included. Now I'm getting conscious a bit because I look so unattractive up close. Pipino, yeah, Pipino. Skincare product from Alina. No, that's not. But if I'm gonna do that, that's gonna be like way back. I'm not a beauty influencer. I can't say that I am. I can just recommend what works for me and like brands that I think I trust. Well, not I think, but that I trust rather, cause I've used them. I tried them. I tried them when when I was exploring. Cause like during college, that's when, or like during college, and then when I started working, that's when I started like having my like your golden, no, your, what do you call that, your holy grail. There you go, the holy grail, so that's when I started having my holy grail of stuff when I was in college, because like that's when I see like things that works for me, and like I stick to it. So you need to stick with your skincare. There's stuff that I've been using for so long. I started using it in college. I'm still using it now, and it's really good. What do you mean? You can see me being a beauty influencer? A wish. Hi, Ken. The chalice. That's different, brothers. That's different. I'm not a beauty influencer. I am just your typical gamer. Your HR gamer. Okay. Well, you've blessed up so many times when you're me. I mean, it is the but I no. I mean, I bless you guys, but like I can't really say that I am a beauty influencer. I think there's more to that. Also, like here in the Philippines, when you say you're a beauty influencer, bruh, it's like there's a bad connotation on it for some reason. So I'd rather stay as your older sister, your gamer older sister. Something like that. Yeah, because like beauty influencers here are, I don't know, I'm not really I'm not really into them. I have some that I follow just because they're trusted, but like most of the time, like beauty influencers here are just aren't really saying the truth. They're a bit of I don't know. I'm not gonna say any names, but like I don't really trust most of them. Also, what kind of skincare did you use? If it's okay with you to answer, if you like. Yeah, of course I can say it. I already said it on Discord. Yeah, just keeping the beauty to a low key. Yeah, we need to be like low key, low key, low key, low key beautiful. Okay, embellish the truth a bit. What? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But if you guys want to know, if you guys want to know my current skincare, I am using CosRX. CosRX, the snail line. So I'm already on my middle 20s. Okay, I'm in my 20s already. Not early. Okay, not early. So I'm already using the snail line. It's really good. The CosRX snail line is, I think, is very sensitive. Like it's good for sensitive skin, and at the same time it's really hydrating, like hydrating as fuck, and it gives you that Korean glow, as you would say. It's like what would I say? The glass skin effect. There you go. So whenever I use it, especially when I wake up, bruh, my skin will be glowing as shit, like for real. So I love using it. It's a bit pricey. It's a bit on a pricier side now, but that line, it's their signature line, as they would say, because like that's where they got known for. So I tried it out. It's really good, so I will recommend. Although I have one thing that I've been using since like college. It's my holy grail. It's a very simple cream. It's an eye cream. It's from Quick Effects eye cream. Their blue one. Bruh, that shit works like magic. I barely had any eye bags, like dark circles under my eye during college, because like, bruh, that shit works. It's so affordable, it's cheap, but like it works. Like I even sometimes use it for spot cream. You know, like when you have pimple marks sometimes, like after you had your pimple, sometimes it would leave marks, right? Bro, like when I dab it on it, and then like after a few days, it lighted up. It's gone. Amazing. Do you use some glutathione? No, I don't actually use glutathione. What I do, cause I was really a brown. I'm a brown girl before, like, cause I love going to the beach. So like, bro, I'm tanned. I'm tanned as fuck when I was younger. And then like during high school, that's when I started like using lotions. I started liking putting lotion all over me. And then like that's when your skin actually lighted up. Also, like my skin looks better because of that. And then of course, I use sunscreen. Everyone, please use sunscreen. You never want to become white skin? Well, not technically. I don't think so. Like I think my whiteness right now is fine. I'm not super white, like pale white. I think I still have the rosy rosy skin thing. I would say I'm not super white. I don't know. I don't like being super white. I feel like I need to still have like some color. Yeah. I think one person I would say that's like super white is Maxi. Maxi is white as fuck. Like for real. Is Maxi here? Maxi, you're white as fuck. I know. she's the person I would say like that's really white. She's so white skinned. Like, I know. That's why. So yeah, that's what I would say. What? Wait, is the eye lift cream like a moisturizer? No, no, no. So the eye cream, it's like it reduces lines and at the same time whitens up your eyes. So you won't have any, you know, you won't have like eye bags basically. Yeah, yeah. So, oh, what do you mean? Kind of. So what it wait, let me get the mine. Okay, I will read it for you. Okay. So, this is it. So, eye lift cream. So, it's made in Korea. So, with ellagic acid and niacinamide. So what it does, it helps reduce the appearance of lines, dark circles, and puffiness. It helps refine and tone areas around the eyes. So basically, it lightens up your eye area, and then it also reduces lines. So sometimes when you go old, when you get older, sometimes you'll get lines like or smile lines right on your eyes. So that it will reduce that, and at the same time, like sometimes when you have puffy eyes, right, or like when you wake up, so it will reduce that one as well. So the high the appearance of like dark circles, if you have dark circles, I would recommend this. It's really good. It helps me with my dark circles, so I barely have that. So so it says here, with niacinamide, that helps reduce fine lines and wrinkles. It also lightens the skin, targeting dark spots around the eyes. It helps provide moisture to the skin. It also reduces the appearance of skin aging, making skin look fresh and hydrated. So with ellagic acid, that helps skin recover its youthful resilience, delaying the signs of aging. It has an antioxidant that may encourage more skin elasticity and suppleness. There you go. So this is Quick Effects Eye Lift Cream. That's what I've been using for years now. I don't know, do I have a picture? Wait, hold on. I can take a picture now and like send it on Discord. But like I even bought the sachets. I don't know, I like the sachets because it's compact and like it fits everywhere. It fits everywhere in my bag. I'll say like super light. Yeah, so this cream is gold. This is my holy grail. I used this for so long. I think like if I'm gonna go away, I'm gonna buy like a couple of these. Yeah, this is my whole grail. I've been using that for years, like since college. And I'm already a working girl, so imagine. So the Cosr X. So okay, wait. You know what? I'm gonna show my fucking screen to you guys. Hold on. Okay, hold on. So, oh my god, we're doing skincare. Give me one sec. So this is I'm not this is not sponsored, by the way, just letting you guys know. Not sponsored at all. Not sponsored at all. Give me one sec. Oh wait, not that. Oh wait. Hold on. Where is it? Um, where is the speed dial? There you go. Skincare. There you go. So let's go do. So this is what I'm using. CosRX snail line. There you go. So this is what I've been using. So this is the snail line. Yeah, this one. So so what it does, so this is the snail line that they have. So are you seeing it? My face has like a texture and I'm so self-conscious about it. So like this one helps out. So I'm using the so I'm using their gel cleanser. Wait, you know what? I'll go to CosRX. Let's go to the main website. Give me one sec. And let's have music as well while I'm doing this. Let's go to the main. There we go. CosRX snail line. Here we go. Okay, can you see it? Okay, there we go. So this is what I've been using. Yeah, so this is their all-in-one combo. So I have, where is it? So this is their routine. So it's a gel cleanser, the essence, and then the moisturizer. So like, so there you go. So this is a step, like 3 steps, but it is not complete. Okay, this is just part of the so the essence, what the essence do. Oh my god. Hi Phoenix, hello. Also hi Blood. Thank you for the hydrate. So this one is like a serum. So but it's so the difference between serums and essence. So serums are targeted to a certain target area. So for example, you want to target acne. So they got that. Essence is a more lighter version. See? So it keeps your skin supple. Okay, so as you can see here, it absorbs to the skin fast, and it gives you like elasticity into your skin. So there you go. So it fades dark spots, improves your skin texture. So you said you got skin texture, right? So it improves skin texture. It has anti-aging. So this full line, this nail line has anti-aging. So I really like it. And it has, so I also have like sometimes normal to dry skin. So since it has really good hydration, I use it. So it really goes to say that it has, you know, it can give you glass skin. So glass skin would be like you having like really glowy skin. Hydrated glowy skin. There you go. Hope you're well and have a happy stream. Thank you, Phoenix. Thank you. We're talking about skincare right now. So my recommendation, what I'm using right now. But for me, I have to prioritize skincare for now, right? I mean, it is also part. So if you're just wanting to have a simple skincare routine, so what you can do is you have your cleanser, you get your toner, do like if you want to do the, you know, if you want to target something which is like serums or essence, but you can skip that, that's fine. And then you just do your moisturizer. So just 3 steps: cleanser, toner, moisturizer, and then sunscreen on the day. If you're just going to sleep, then you can opt to just cleanser, toner, and then moisturizer. That's like the most simple way of like having your own skincare routine. So the toners, what the toner do is it preps up your skin to absorb more of what you're gonna put into your skin. So for example, we go to, okay, I'm gonna tab stuff, okay, so you guys will see. Where is the toner? Where is the toner? Okay, it doesn't, it's not here. But where's the toner? Where's their toner? Skincare toners. Ah, there you go. So the toner I use is this one, AHA slash BHA clarifying treatment toner. This is what I use. But they have other toners here. But it's this is what I've been using because this is their top one. So I go with the tops. But I don't go all out. I think my skincare stuff is about 5,000 yen. I mean, that's okay. That is fine. This the one I'm using right now is just a bit pricey because like that it works for me. It's good for sensitive skin, and like I already tried a couple of affordable ones. I will share that too if you guys want to. But like I'm just sharing what I'm using right now. So like this is the toner I use. So it has AHA plus BHA. So it helps skin texture. Again, like all this line or like this line is just for skin texturing, making your skin supple, improving your skin's elasticity, exfoliate, and at the same time, like, you know, nourish it. And all of it has anti-aging as well, which is, you know, one of the things that I like about this line. So yeah, so this is the one I'm using. So what it targets is it exfoliate your surface of skin. So like AHA and BHA are like active ingredients. So what it does is like it kind of like slowly peels out your old skin. So it's chemical, okay, by the way. So like yeah, so it clears out your old skin cells, dead skin cells. There you go. And then that is why you'll have better skin texture afterwards. So it also preps up your skin. So toners basically preps up your skin so that you'll absorb more of what you're gonna be putting in. That's why it is after your cleanser. Yeah, so see, it's a beginner friendly or beginners to chemical exfoliation, because some people would be like doing scrubs, right? I don't want to do scrubs because like it will harm your skin barrier. So what I do is like it's a bit of a chemical exfoliation, but it's simple, like really light. It's not harsh on your skin. It's very gentle, so it's a soft exfoliation, as you'd say. So you can use it for daily use, and again, it's good for sensitive skin too, which is why I like it. So it really so again it does, it exfoliate the surface of your skin, like remove dead skin cells, so it smooths up your texture, and then it also like clear out pores, and of course when you have sebum, you know, when you're really oily, it also helps out. So like it clears out sebums on your face. So it's a good toner. But again, it's a bit of a, you know, chemical exfoliator. If you're not really into that, then maybe it's not for you. But I'm good with it because like it's not harsh. It's very soft. So like after that, what I use, I actually use this one too. This can I like, can you get that? Hello? Wait. Let me go to one of the, so I'll let you guys see. There we go. Serums. So this one. So I also use this one. So this is the 6 peptide skin booster serum. So what I do, so after I did my cleansing, right? So you cleanse your skin. So you do this gel cleanser. So gel cleanser. It's really good. Also with snail. Again, snail line is one of the best ones. There. It like there's no, this line doesn't have any smell, by the way. It's really like, it's odorless. Snail goo, kind of like, yeah. So you use this one. So it helps clean out your skin. You know, it's all good for sensitive skin as well, and it's moisturizing. Because sometimes when you have when you guys have like cleansers, right? Sometimes your skin goes really dry after washing your face, right? That happens. But like when you use this, it doesn't happen. It's not dry. Your skin ain't dry as shit. And there's no scent. This is also like one of the things I like about this one, because there's no scent at all. So like if you're sensitive with your nose, this line doesn't have any smell at all. So it's odorless, scentless, basically. Yeah, so I like this one. So after this one, so I told you guys we do the toner. Oh, where is it? Oh yeah, this one. So we do we do the toner after I did this. After that, I use this one. So this is the serum. This is what I'm saying. So what this one does, so it actually boosts whatever you're gonna be putting on your skin too. So it does a lot. This one does a lot because it's an active like serum on your skin. So it's lightweight. It enhances your skincare routine, basically. So this is like your booster. Yeah, exactly. See, this is your booster for your skin. So if you got target concerns like dullness, oily skin, this one, redness and sensitive skin, it works magic. So what you do, you put a lot in there. So you put a lot of this one. So for example, after you do your toner, right? And then you let it rest on your face for a bit. You put this a lot, like you put like pumps. I think like I do 4 or 5 pumps of this one on my face. And then you just let it stay there for a while. Afterwards, that's when you put in your serums, which is the mucin that I'm using. This one. Oh wait, where is it? This one. I should remove that. Yeah. So I put this one afterwards, and you guys know about this one. And then after I put this essence, I put the eye lift cream. This is it. Quick Effects eye lift. This is my holy grail, okay? This is my holy grail. It's this shit. It's this one. I got it on my table right now. This one works like fucking magic. Like for real. I've been using this since high school. It's been years. I've been using this since high school. It's really good. Yeah, you can use it every night or like in the morning when you do your routine. It's also fine. Yeah, this one's really good. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna share what's working for me, and it's really good. Like I swear, I think some people are like not sharing this because it's really nice. I swear on this one. I swear on this fucking product. I've been using it for years. I will recommend it every time. But yeah, so I use this after my essence, after I use this one, and then we do this one. I have this one because like the jar is a bit it's a bit non-hygienic, but this one is one of their best moisturizer. Can I request a song? Yes. What song do you have in mind? If you see me, you can see my mega eye bags. Like, Frosty, try it. Try it for a month. I swear to you. I swear. You'll see fucking difference. Use it for a month. Like, religiously, okay? Sure, baby. What do you have in mind? What music? What song? But yeah, this is one of the best moisturizers I've tried ever. It's honestly, when you put it on your hands, it looks like the white stuff. It looks like the white stuff. You guys know. But like, cause like it's sticky, but like it's really good. It's just the consistency. No, I swear, it looks like that. I will show you guys a. I'll show it to you. Cactuar. Any song? Okay. Let me see. What's a good song? Let me pause my thing. Baby is requesting for a song. What's a good one? How about this one? Girl Boss Vibes. There you go. Okay, how about this, baby? Think about me every night, oh, it's about me, I guess so. But yeah, this is my. I like this one. It's really good. So what it does, so it's exfoliate. It basically lifts out your good skin cells. It's a really good. See how it looks like. But yeah, it's really good. This moisturizer is the best. So you can either do the tube one, or the jar. The jar is fine, but like it's not hygienic. I would say it's not. It's like this. But like in the jar, because you can get everything when you use the jar. There you go. So this is what I've been using. My skincare minus the sunscreen. Okay. So cleanser, toner, moisturizer, eye cream. Yeah, that's good enough. That's the basics. Yeah, the basic. But no, but make sure you have sunscreen. Sunscreen seals the deal. If you can do that 4 steps if you're just at home, at night time. But in the morning, you should always have sunscreen, even at home. No. What do you get? Oh my god. Guys, even if you're at home, use your sunscreen. You still have your windows. You still have your, UV light shit. Yeah, even at home. That's the seal of whatever you put in your skin. Yeah. That is what I'll be recommending. I'm just saying, okay. I'm just saying that, even if you're at home, use your sunscreen. It works. I can show you guys. I can take a picture of my whole what do you call this? My whole skincare. I'll post it on Discord if you guys want. I can like take a picture of like what I'm using. Yeah, but I swear on these, because these are the ones I've been using for like, I think I've been using this for a year now. A year or 2? Is it 2? I think 2 years now. Yeah, I've been using it for 2 years. Speaking of song, I didn't know until now the karaoke machine connects to the TV. Oh yeah, that's time, feathers. Yeah, it is. It's connected to the TV. It's somewhere up there. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll try to get money for skincare and of course a good sunscreen with little to no bad chemicals. Yeah, you can get an organic sunscreen. If you're looking for affordable ones, let me share this one. So, fresh tomato line. So, rather die. Understood, but at least look this good. We can be friends. Oh yeah, this one is also good. I've used this when I was in college. This was what I've been using when I was in college. I like a woman after touch by touch when haya. So this is what I've been using before, the tomato glass skin one. So I was during college and like till now I'm obsessed with having the glass skin. Okay, like the ready shiny glowy skin. That's what I'm after always. So this one was really good. Although I didn't use their serum because I like a different serum before. But their toner moisturizer is really good. So I was using this gel lotion before. So before I used this, I was using the aloe vera soothing gel by Nature Republic. I was using this before. And it's just cheap because like it's just 245. See? Before it was just 200. It was just 200 before. Now it's 245. But it was 200 before. So I use this one. So I use it as moisturizer. I use it with a lot of stuff actually. So it's an all-around soothing gel. Get the one from Nature Republic, by the way. This one is legit. So I use it for moisturizer before. I also use it for sleeping mask. So like when I was feeling like, okay, I need more hydration, I will put like lots on my face. So when you use moisturizer, you just get like a coin size and that's it. That's all good on your skin. But like when I use the sleeping mask, I will like put lots on my face. I mean, I just want to look a little better, not really glass skin looking. I mean, this is what I'm saying when you say glass skin, okay? So what it means with glass skin is you just have clear fucking skin. You see that? Look at that. Fucking no fucking pores. It's like poreless. It's shiny cuz like it's supple. This is what it means when I said glass skin, guys. It just means that your skin texture is good. You don't have any skin texture. And you know, you look hydrated as fuck. Does Botox count as glass skin? No, that's Botox. Botox is adding fat on your face. Also, Botox is like stretching your skin. So it basically like, you know, reduces the fine lines. See, that's what I mean, like glass skin. It's like porcelain. So it just basically mean you have a healthy, plump, glowing skin. Did you try the snack I gave you, feathers? Did you enjoy it? I have coconut skin. Hi, Inky. Also, why is your name black? Bro, I can't see your name earlier. I had to highlight it. You have coconut skin. What does coconut skin mean? Coconut skin. What the fuck is a coconut skin? What? Does it mean your face is harsh? Although, okay, here's what I'm wanting to get. Okay, here's what I'm wanting to get recently. It's the cocoa shea butter lotion. I want this. I want this right now. Oh my god, I'm gonna put this on my throne. Cause I fucking want this one. Like this cocoa butter shea thing. Oh my god, I love it. This one, I'm obsessed with this cocoa Palmer butter shit, bro. Oh my god, I'm obsessed with this one right now. This one, Vaseline Cocoa Glow, shea fucking butter. Cocoa and shea butter. Oh my god, I'm obsessed for real. Even this one, even with Palmer's. Oh my god. I'm gonna hoard the skin oil and this freaking lotion. I'm gonna put it on throne. Help me, guys. This is your gift to me now. I will smell fucking oh my god, I will smell fucking amazing. I will be like a snack, a treat. Yes, this one, this gel oil. Oh, this one and this oil. Oh my god, please, yes. I am. Yeah, I'm obsessed with this one right now. Oh my god. Only 4 stars. I'm gonna smell like chocolate and I will smell amazing. I started with blood you dry. Yes. Sure. Of course. I would. I will let him. But yeah, I'm obsessed with this one recently. Oh my god. I love cocoa shea butter. I'm gonna put this on my throne. It's on my wish list now. I'm thinking of like getting Palmer's because like they said Palmer's is good. But like I also like the Vaseline one. But yeah, anyway, any fucking cocoa shea butter, I'm gonna put that shit. I love it. Yeah. See, I'm happy with little things. I'm happy with just smelling really good. Also, I'm obsessed with cherry smelling stuff. My current perfume right now is this. Cherry Baby by Sabrina. Although I just got the decanters right now. This is what I'm using. Do you guys see this? Bruh. Cherry Baby. So good. It's a cherry and chocolate perfume. Yeah, it's really it smells amazing. Although I only have the decanters right now, 'cause like this shit is expensive here, but I'm gonna get it soon. But it's really good. It smells so fine. It's like cherry. It's like a bit sweet of cherry, vanilla. That's how it smells. It's so good. See, this is the notes. So it's cherry. It has a smell of a bit of dark chocolate afterwards. Sensual musk and patchouli is here. This is how it smells. So good. So I like this one. I also like this one. Oh yeah, I haven't gotten this one yet. Look in your eyes. This one! It's the body mist. I actually want this one. Although this one is this is her new one though, the meat espresso. I don't know what this one's. Oh my god, it smells like cocoa powder, espresso bean with vanilla and jasmine. Oh my god, it sounds so good. And it's my color too. Oh my god. I should get this. Oh my god, it's just they said that it's really good. Oh my god. I should get it. I should get it, right? I'm good with even getting the mist actually. Wait, I will save this. Wait, let me can we bookmark this shit? There you go, bookmark. I'm gonna bookmark this. Oh my god, you guys are seeing my you guys are gonna see this on my throne list, by the way. My birthday's coming up like in 13, 25 in like 2 weeks. Less than 2 weeks. I'm gonna be putting these on my throne. Like these are like actually I just want the mist. Or like if I can get the perfume, sure, but like we'll see. But the mists are fine. Oh my god. What else? What else can we get? But yeah, those are like the things that I'm using recently. And like stuff that I've been into. But do you guys have any other questions? Oh my god. Do you guys have any other questions? I think that's it. But yeah. Hopefully I shared some good tips for you guys. Oh, I also like this one, but this one is too sweet. But it's a sweet vanilla. Tips you'll forget. Don't forget. They're good ones. But yeah, these are things that we enjoy. My monthly my top picks for some for skincare and like me smelling really good. I have enough info. That's good. That's good. What else? Oh yeah, sunscreen. You guys said you want sunscreen recommendation, right? So what I actually use for sunscreen right now, it's a local brand. It's called Bello. The Bello Sun Expert. Wait, let me. Do they have a? They don't have their own. But anyway, so what I'm using right now is this one. It's the Dewy Essence Sunscreen with watermelon. This is a local brand. It's a I think Bello has like mineral sunscreen or like organic sunscreen. So if you wanna, you know, if you wanna check that one out, it's these are good. Mineral ones. Mineral or organic sunscreens. But again, if you're gonna be using mineral sunscreen or organic sunscreen, then please expect white mask most of the time, because that's the reason why the mask is there. The white mask is there because it's the organic materials in it. But yeah, this is good. But I also use this Dewy Essence sunscreen because it's light. It's lighter on the skin, and like it still has a little bit of white mask in it because like it's a from what I remember it's a hybrid mask. Hybrid sunscreen. It's part mineral and a bit of chemical sunscreen. So yeah, this is I trust this brand because the the one who owns this is actually a skin dermatologist. She's a skin dermatologist, and it actually works. Like it has like, you know, it actually works really good. But yeah, that is what I would recommend. But for international ones, I would recommend this one. I like Japanese sunscreens. Japanese sunscreens are good. Like really good. Japanese sunscreens are really good. So either Skin Aqua or Anessa. This one. Anessa is a bit expensive, but it's it's a classic for a reason. So yeah, if you're looking for really good sunscreen, I recommend Japanese sunscreens. Even the one for can make is actually really good. But be your Anessa and Skin Aqua is actually a good sunscreens. What I got is Anessa because I got the big one because I use it when we go outside as well, when we go to the beach. Also for like, but like for everyday, like if I need to go outside, I use the Bello one. Yeah, those are the sunscreen that I would recommend. Also, they're a bit cheaper as well, but they're really good. Yeah, Skin Aqua, Bior, and Anessa. These are good sunscreens. The can make one is also good actually. So like those four. This one I tried this one out, but I only tried out the because they have ones in packets, like in like sachets. But yeah, if you guys are looking for good sunscreen guides, I would recommend Japanese sunscreens. Like this one. So this one is good. The Can Make Mermaid Skin Gel. Anessa. This is a classic. And then this Be Your UV. It's also a classic for a reason. Yeah, those three are the ones I've tried using already. The other ones I have not yet, so I wouldn't say. But yeah. These are the ones I've used before. And they're really good. What else? What else? Um, Hi Kai, hello, welcome to the stream. Yeah. Wait. But I think that's it. I think I've shared enough with you guys. I think I've shared enough in terms of like what you guys can listen or like try with in terms of sunscreen, skincare. Hope stream is going well so far. It is. We've been discussing we've been discussing skincare earlier and some tips that I gave them in terms of skincare. Yes, and that concludes our skincare segment. I will be playing now. I will be playing. Uh-huh. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me just drink water. Give me one sec. Okay, so I'm actually planning on playing I'm playing not lads. No. I'm actually thinking of playing Baldur's Gate today since I haven't played Baldur's Gate in a while. So we're coming back. Also, I'm trying to finish it cuz we're almost done. I think I just need to finish a couple more. Thanks for the flowers. Some stuff over, so I'm gonna be playing Baldur's Gate. Yeah, yeah. Also, Baldur's Gate is the only game I have on my laptop right now. It ate up like almost half of my half of my remaining storage. Cause like it's 150 gig, and like my storage is like what 400, bruh. But it's fine. I'm fine. Need to do upgrades again. But yeah, that is the only game on my laptop right now. Hold on. Baldur's Gate. There you go. Skincare products, when I wish, but like that is a far off dream right now. But you know, why not? What if it came true? It's one of those what ifs, okay? I am also disclaimer, I am not a beauty influencer. I'm just sharing. I'm just sharing stuff that works for me. Hopefully it works for you too. Again, like we have different skin types. But I'm just saying it works for me. Oh wait, oh my god, we should have wait. I'm thinking, should we play or should we watch this? Cause I kinda wanna let you guys know about this. Hold on. Let me close it. Okay, wait. I need you guys to watch this with me. I need you guys to watch this with me. This cause this is a hold on. Okay, you guys need to watch this with me. We're gonna do just chatting. Okay, we'll stay with just chatting. Wait, let me update my Okay, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna let you guys watch this cuz this is a interesting topic actually. And you guys will be watching this with me. I will play after this. Okay, you guys watch it. Watch it with me. Not that. There we go. Maybe should I use this one instead? Okay. You guys should watch this. This is an amazing. Remember, I posted this one. I posted this one, by the way, during on Twitter, cause I think I said before that I've been in Xiaohongshu for a while now, and like this is one of the this is one of the things that became a meme on Twitter. But it's actually a freaking interesting case, okay?
Bada bing, bada boo.
The city of Nanjing in China is probably the equivalent to Chicago in the United States. Just in terms of population, you're talking about at least 9 million residents, which means theoretically, if somebody farts or sneezes on one side of Chicago, you would imagine that at least 8,999,990 people don't care and don't even hear it, don't even smell it. Maybe unless you're the mayor of the city or someone with 5 cans of WD-40 strapped to their chest and a lighter. It is very unlikely that one person's actions in a city as big as Chicago or Nanjing, China, you're probably not going to impact the whole city. July 2025.
Let's go!
Something weird is happening in Nanjing. The ones who know about it and are talking about it online, they're all boycotting any future travel into and through Nanjing. Like, you would think that there's an outbreak of some sorts. They're talking about Nanjing online as if something incredibly dangerous, contagious is
Something
spreading
happened
inside the city with the residents. Some people online don't even want to come in contact with someone that's been in the city of Nanjing in the past year. These are people outside of Nanjing. Some people inside of Nanjing, nothing. They have no idea what's going on. They have no idea what people on the other side of the country or the other side of the world are saying about their city. In fact, there's this one guy, he posts online and he's just saying something weird has been happening. Okay, so he was on the street the other day. He lives in the city of Nanjing, if you need some context, which really isn't that pertinent. Or so he thought. He was gonna go visit his uncle, and he didn't want to go empty-handed. His uncle loves fruit. His favorite fruit is watermelon. He goes to the store, purchases the biggest watermelon that they have, which on second thought might not be the smartest idea, because now he's hauling this massive watermelon down the block, and a stranger stops him, literally smirks at him, and sneers. He's like, what the hell is wrong with this stranger? Like, I didn't even bump into you. I didn't do anything to you. Going to see your old man?
That's crazy.
What?
This guy online is like, I mean, I've lived in Nanjing my whole life. Strangers don't talk to each other. It's not like America where you make small talk. It's like everyone goes about their day. Everyone's busy. It's a pari type of hurry culture there as well. The tone is kind of malicious also, which is throwing him off. And it's so weird. Is he about to get jumped on the street for a watermelon? He responds, yeah. The stranger looks him up and down and shoots him a look that can only be described as utmost disgust. Like if someone were to step on a cockroach barefoot in the middle of summer and then half that
he's
cockroach
like,
carcass just
he has
sticks to the
no
bottom of
idea.
their soul. That's what it looks like. And then the stranger just walks off. Mr. Watermelon has no clue what this entire interaction was about, but it's all connected. Mr. Watermelon, the internet boycotting travel to Nanjing, and somehow even that's all connected to Nanjing gyms and fitness centers that are all seemingly at the same time on the brink of collapse simultaneously. It seems like every single gym in the city is on the verge of shutting down. Some of them are even trying to sell private training lessons for $13. For 3 sessions, and they're still not selling any. And if you start tracing it all back to when this all happens, you can almost pinpoint a day that this all starts. July 5th, 2025.
Hey!
It's the day that a person the internet has now nicknamed Uncle Red gets arrested. Because
Red
after Uncle Red's
Uncle.
arrest, nothing and nobody is the same. How the hell is the entire city impacted by this one man's arrest? It could be the 1,000+ videos that he has on Nanjing citizens, secretly recorded videos of random Nanjing residents during the most intimate moments of their lives. It could be that, or it could just be that Uncle Red is kind of crazy.
Oh my god, did you guys see that? Did you guys see? Did you guys see that? Crazy. My god.
We would like to thank today's sponsors who have made it possible for Rotten Mango to support the National Immigration Law Center, one of the leading advocacy organizations in the U.S. dedicated to defending the rights of immigrants and their loved ones. This episode's partnerships have also made it possible to support Rotten Mango's growing team, and we would also like to thank you guys for your continued support. As always, full show notes are available at RottenMangoPodcast.com. A few very important disclaimers for this episode. We had our Chinese researchers help assist with this case, as well as to help navigate a lot of the social conversations that are happening afterwards and just trying to navigate the social context of everything. Today's case involves mentions of illegal distribution of intimate moments without a party's consent, video footage. Today's case is also unique in the sense that it's going to be discourse heavy. So the crime itself is ongoing, but much of the conversation and the internet reaction has become part of the case itself. Like, you can't really separate the two. It's not one where I can be like, hey, so I'm going to tell you about the case, and then maybe a few little internet comments here. It's so embedded. You can't talk about one without the other. Otherwise, it feels like you're not getting the full picture of what's happening out there. So I'm going to tell you everything that's been happening in the effort to present all sides of the case. Just because I'm telling you what people are saying online does not mean that I'm endorsing what they're saying or trying to make light of a situation. But like I said, the discourse is almost becoming bigger than the case itself. And to ignore that would not make it go away. I mean, it's still there. Just because we don't like to hear certain conversations doesn't mean those conversations are going to stop or they cease to exist happening. So keep that in mind. Now, the biggest note to go into this case is it involves a male identifying perpetrator who, by most reports and accounts, seems to only portray themselves as a woman online to lure in straight men to engage in acts. So with the perpetrator's end goal being to secretly film videos. Our team had multiple extensive conversations about the best way to identify the perpetrator, and ultimately we decided, since there is zero public indication that the perpetrator identifies as anything other than male in any other context than when they're trying to commit violations for monetary profit, we will be using he, him pronouns. That said, we understand that there could be a slim possibility that the perpetrator is suppressing their gender identity since they may not live in the most progressive city in the world. There's no indication of that we found so far, but we just want to make it clear we are not intentionally, purposefully misgendering someone if that is indeed the case. It's just in this moment, with the given information that we have, this is the most respectful decision that we could make. Secondly, regardless of the perpetrator's identity, their crimes are their own and are not representation of any group of people. In fact, cases like this can perpetuate negative, queer, phobic generalizations. And if those are the conclusions that one comes to after listening to the entirety of this episode, I would like to advise them to visit the nearest emergency room for possible brain damage. Thirdly, there is massive discussion surrounding full informed consent. As of now, none of the men in the videos have explicitly consented to the release of their footage. So keep that in mind. So with that being said, let's get started. Nothing gets people more violently riled up, in my opinion. I have never seen a group of people so quick to curse at each other, just like refusing to compromise, than a good old harmless conversation about who has better morals. It's the moral dilemma. It is the quickest way to get people close to you to
That's
scream
all
at the
about
top of
it
their
on
lungs. Because
TikTok.
if you refuse to kill one person, then you're intentionally, knowingly killing 5 other people. So you're actually not a good person. However, because I am willing to kill one person, I'm a better person than you. I'm morally superior than you. But that's just the trolley problem. It's like the most calm, demure of all moral dilemmas. There's a man named Jonathan Haidt, and he's got a lot of very uncomfortable moral dilemmas that people like to debate and familial ties with after long-standing fights about who's the better human. Take, for example, a family's pet is killed outside in front of their house. They had heard that roadkill meat is very delicious.
Wait.
What?
This is a moral dilemma, okay? Family's pet killed outside, ran over by a car. The family had heard from previous conversations that roadkill meat is very delicious. So they bring in their family pet. Nobody is watching. Nobody knows the family is doing this. And they cook the family pet's meat and eat it for dinner. Nobody saw them do this. Did the family do anything morally wrong? Some will argue, well, it's gross. But that's not the question. Is it morally wrong? And then they'll say, well, I guess the pet is already dead and it's their family pet. So if anyone's going to be upset about the situation, it would be them. And it's not like they're encouraging other people by doing it. They're not posting it online. Nobody saw them do it. I mean, it's gross, but is it morally wrong? Jonathan then further asks, then consider this. A man goes to a supermarket once a week, buys a chicken, a dead chicken. And before butchering the chicken, he has intimate relations with the chicken, and then he cooks it and eats it by himself. He does not share the food with anyone. He does not share the kitchen with anyone. He has no young kids in the house. Nobody sees him do this. He is a single man who does this in his free time. The question is it morally wrong?
Who is this guy?
He's like he's an author. I believe he's a
Oh.
professor as well.
Got it.
And the question is not, is it gross? The question is not, would you do this? Do you want to be friends with Chicken Man? The question is simply, is it morally wrong? This is, side note, also why you cannot have philosophy majors over for dinner, because this would just end up in a bloodbath. Some would argue that this is an efficient use of natural resources. Others would say that there's a lack of respect being shown to a former living, breathing creature, which they would deem, personally, morally wrong. That's what they're saying. Then comes another moral dilemma. Okay, then hold that thought. So you think the act of doing this to a dead chicken, because that chicken was once alive at some point, is wrong, then I mean, you could also argue that you shouldn't be eating chickens, and then the only people that could have that argument would be vegans. But if you're not a vegan, then how can you have that argument? Then comes another moral dilemma. So let's say a woman is cleaning out her closet. She finds an old flag of whatever nation you're part of, or whatever nation you have the utmost respect for, whether that be the American flag, the South Korean flag, whatever. It's a national flag. She finds it, she has no use for it, doesn't want it anymore, so she cuts it up into pieces and then uses it as a rag to clean her toilet. Nobody looks through her bathroom window, nobody finds out, she doesn't post it on social media as some sort of message to the youth. It's not a statement of any kind, it's just, well, I was either gonna A, throw it away, and it's mine, I can do what I want with my possessions, and I mean, isn't it better to reuse things than just throwing it away? Some will say the chicken is a no-go, but the flag is fine. But others argue that flags can hold very symbolic meanings for a large population of people, such as veterans, perhaps even more so than the symbolism of a grocery store chicken that people will be eating regardless. Then others argue, just because we independently have our own views about something, does that make others morally wrong when their views are not the same, even if they're technically not hurting someone? Where does the morality end? When they start hurting people? Or just the idea, the concept? But who comes up with where that concept is? Side note, if you've ever had the desire to be the very annoying dinner party guest, his book is really good. It's called Righteous Mind. Is
it filled with these questions?
Yeah, and it's filled with how his students respond, and it's just, I mean, it's crazy. Yeah, there's
Oh
like
my
a
God, we should
cockroach
take note of
dilemma.
that.
There's incest dilemmas.
Whoa.
Yeah, it even
We
goes
should take
into
note
how
of
a lot
that. That's
people will first-
interesting.
This is what he says in the book of, it's interesting because when you ask people these questions about these moral dilemmas, first people will be disgusted by the moral dilemmas. And you'll
Of
see
course.
it. And one of the first things that they do to justify their disgust, because they can't, I mean, maybe someone on the street, but when you're talking to a lot of like philosophy majors, it's hard to debate that some of these are morally wrong. Because it's just difficult. They're not hurting anyone. Nobody's finding out. It's not a statement. So what they do is they feel the disgust first, the emotion. And he says one of the first things that happens is they will find victims to justify their emotions, stating the family who eats the pet will get sick, or they're teaching their children dangerous behaviors, or the children are exposed to diseases by eating the pet meat. He's like, who said they had children?
That is so interesting.
Others say a neighbor who is a veteran is going to see the woman cutting up the flag and cleaning her toilet. And if he doesn't see that, he's going to see it peeking out of her trash can filled with doo-doo. And he's going to be very sad because he fought for that flag.
Well, like,
Jonathan is like, we never said anyone was going to see it. In fact, I told you, nobody knows that this is happening. This is happening privately. So people will create victims to justify how they feel upset about a moral dilemma, which I thought was very intriguing.
that's actually
But that's not the point
interesting.
here.
Is that
There are other interesting moral dilemmas, a bit lighter. So the cockroach one, because I see that you were interested, so I'm just going to tell you about it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I get this
A
actually
professor
interesting.
has everyone drink a sip of apple juice. And all of them take a willing sip. They saw it come out of the juice can and they take a sip. Then he announces, I have here in this container a sterilized cockroach. We bought some cockroaches from the lab supply company. The roaches were raised in a clean environment and they have been sterilized once again in an autoclave, which heats everything so hot that no germs can survive. I'm going to dip this cockroach into the juice. Now will you take a sip? Why or why not? No. Well, one could argue that probably dirtier things have actually been in contact with most food products sold within our country. We just don't know about it. This actually happens to be completely sterile. But the problem with moral dilemmas, and it's so interesting because they also did one that was so fascinating. They got a group of students together, a ton of them were atheists, so they don't even believe in any sort of God or religion. And they asked, will you sign this piece of paper that I sign my soul over to this professor after my death? But if this contract is null and void, this is not a legal contract. And they presented in front of the students, including the atheist students who don't believe that there's an afterlife, who don't really believe that your soul exists in any sort of form or even conceptually after death, and they refused to sign it. They refused to sign it.
Would you sign it?
Ooh, probably, yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah. No. I don't know.
No, just be safe.
Yeah, I mean, just to be safe, I feel like, I mean, you would want a lawyer to look over it. No, at least, maybe. I would probably be peer pressured into signing it, though. Yeah. Would you sign it?
No.
You wouldn't.
No.
That's so interesting because you're not particularly religious or
Yeah, but-
superstitious
yeah.
or...
But I know it will bother you, so it'll just be whatever.
So the problem with some moral dilemmas is that once you find an answer to the first moral dilemma, it leads to another moral dilemma, and then another one, until you're basically in this black hole of moral dilemmas.
Just moral
And that
dilemmas.
is today's case of Uncle Red. This case has led to at least 15 different conversations and debates
Oh my
about
God.
the morality of not just the case itself, but also
Oh my god, Lucy! Oh my god! Hi guys, welcome to the stream. Oh wait, we should read this. No, you guys should watch this with me. Watch it. This is a good story. I am updated with this story, by the way, cuz this started in Xiaohongshu and then like it blew up into a meme. And then like, yeah, interesting shit. Yeah. But welcome raiders. Thank you so much for the raid. Lucy, this is Alina May, your HRB tuber. I am currently doing a watch along. Well, not really a watch along, but a kind of like we're trying to watch this case. It's a really interesting case. About Red Uncle or Sister Hong. It became a meme before. It actually it's still a meme. So it became a meme on TikTok, on several social media platform, and it's quite an interesting case because again, as what we're discussing here, it's all about dilemmas. Yeah. I'm back after eating eggs and Spanish sardines. Let's go. So, you guys should watch this with me, okay? Hi, Maxie. Also, thank you. Yeah, please answer yourself, Lucy. It's so cute. Oh, what are...
Finally.
Oh no.
What is this?
Finally, Besh.
Is this the...
Finally,
what do you
Besh.
call
You
this?
did something.
You committed.
The
You
battle royale
I said I was
thing?
rethinking my stance
Is
on
this it,
owls.
Lucy?
Now you... Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's a very old clip. But I
no,
remember
no, I
this.
dropped that.
This is
You
the
know it's
battle
your-
royale,
it's your
right?
fault. You jinxed it.
No.
From what I remember,
But
I
they
think.
got
It's not
to-
my fault.
Yeah, that
Oh,
one.
shit. Fire!
Exactly.
Fucking brutal, bruh. What the incineration, oh shit.
Ow.
Best
Kaya that's why Kat was waiting. She wanted to do it, you know. With
And
style.
yeah, it's Lucy's old
I-
model. Okay, let's go. Let's go back to watching. Okay. Have you guys... So this just starts the scene, okay? There's a lot of disclaimers on this one. We're already on the 16 minutes part of the video. So if you guys want to like, go back later, check it out. That's where it started. And
the internet's reaction to the case, and it feels like a black hole that
it's
we're about to get
basically,
stuck
it's
in.
just starting
So
the
at first glance,
situation.
there is this list. The list looks like the top 10 list of men from the city of Nanjing. It's just a collage of 10 guys, a close-up of their faces, and it's ranked 1 through 10. If you see the collage, it's confusing because it has a little phrase accompanying each blurry photo of a man. Number 1 says, might as well guy. 2, Four Seasons guy. 3, Uncle Red Note Dreamboat. 4, half bottle of oil guy. 5, TikTok influencer sleep early guy. 6, muscle man. 7, watermelon guy. Number 8,
Watermelon
the
guy.
milk guy. Number 9, black leather jacket guy. Number
Oh,
10,
the black leather
sister-in-law
jacket guy.
Michelle's fiance, and Michelle is a pseudonym.
Will you call me if even I damage my throat, I will still drink ice cold soda. Yeah, I would. I would. You're gonna be bonked. You're gonna be I will throw away, hide all the soda cans. Like you already did. You already did. Then you won't have. You will lose your mod. You will lose your mod powers for 10 minutes. Goodbye, Lucy. I will drink many water. You will lose that. This is your punishment. This is your punishment. You have, fuck that alarm. Where is it? Unmod. Lucy, time out Lucy for 10 minutes. Time out. Lucy, you will be losing your mod powers for 10 minutes. Wait, can I put in like time out like for 10 minutes? I'm really sorry. Okay, promise us you won't do it again. Okay, behave now. Perfect. Very good, very good.
Black leather jacket guy. Number 9 on the top 10 list, which is kind of hard
Okay,
to
watch this
forget
with me.
for Michelle because
Watch
every
this with
single
me,
day, every second
guys.
of every moment, everyone in her orbit, in her social sphere, just keeps sending her links to the collage of photos. Everyone calls your fiance the leather jacket guy.
Hi guys,
Well, I mean, her former fiance. It gets
wait. You know what? Is everyone on? You know what? Let's go on Discord. I will let you guys watch this shit with me. I'll play a bit of a watch along with me, okay? Cause I want you. Cause I like this. I actually like this topic. Okay, I want you guys to watch this with me. You're literally listening to you to. Yeah. Okay. I'll go on tambay. I'll go on tambay lang. There you go. Lucy. Oh shit. Wait. My shit. Hold on. There you go. Hi Kay. Yo. Wait. Let me SOU. We're gonna be watching Red Uncle right now. Hi girl.
Yeah. Wait.
Hey, oh. Oh my god, girl.
Uy, pinatay ako ng isang yung nagko-crawl. Kinuha niya pala ako. Ayun.
Headbats.
Wait lang.
Okay, I'm
Wait,
not
let me
gonna lie,
just
I
show my
rather die
screen.
by
Give
that
me a second.
dude than the girl.
Yeah, I'd rather die.
Wait, there's a goat here? Hello? Wait, where are you moving? Where are you? I'm upstairs.
I like your hair though. Yellow hair. Let's go. Okay, let me share this. Let's go back a little bit so you guys will see the thing.
religious or
Yeah, but-
superstitious
yeah.
or
but I know it will bother you, so it'll just be whatever.
So the problem with some moral dilemmas is that once you find an answer to the first moral dilemma, it leads to another moral dilemma, and then another one, until you're basically in this black
Hey,
hole
really?
of moral dilemmas. And that
Right.
is today's case of Uncle Red. This case has led to at least 15 different conversations
go.
and debates about the morality
How about now,
of
Petters? Can you hear
not
us?
just the case
Or me?
itself, but also the internet's reaction to the case. And it feels like a black hole that we're about to get stuck in. So at first glance, there is this list. The list looks like the top 10 list of men from the city of Nanjing. It's just a collage of 10 guys, a close-up of their faces,
you're
and
good.
it's ranked 1 through 10. If you see the collage, it's confusing because it has a little phrase accompanying each blurry photo of a man. Number 1 says, might as well guy.
Might as
2,
well.
Four Seasons guy. 3, Uncle Red Note Dreamboat. 4, half bottle of oil guy.
I've been longing to
5,
watch this,
TikTok influencer sleep early guy.
Yeah.
6,
It's always in
muscle
my
man.
YouTube,
7, watermelon guy. Number 8, the
been-
milk guy. Number
been
9,
viral.
black leather
It's about
jacket guy.
time.
Number 10, sister-in-law guy.
This is really
Michelle's
timely.
fiance,
Uh-huh.
and Michelle is a pseudonym, is black leather jacket guy. Number 9 on the top 10 list,
Yeah,
which is kind
Frosty,
of
it
hard to
is.
forget for Michelle because every
Oh,
single
no,
day, every
okay.
second of every moment, everyone in her orbit, in her social sphere, just keeps sending her links to the collage of photos. Everyone calls your fiance the leather jacket guy. Well, I mean, her
okay.
former fiance. It gets to be so much that she actually posts online. I took the video and I
I had
questioned
to
my
wait.
fiance, and he went silent. I showed him the collage, and currently we have notified both sides of our family. I went to the hospital to get checked for anything today, and I'm still waiting for the results. We were together
Oh my
for
God,
almost
that's
3 years. I
crazy.
really believed we'd make it all the way to the altar. Both families had met, they'd gotten along, and then the Uncle Red story broke, and I couldn't even trust my own eyes. All the lies he told me suddenly felt hollow. I confronted him, and you just shrugged and said, let's part on good terms. I'm sorry. As if those words could erase everything. At that moment, every bit of light I had carried for 3 years in my life shattered. Uncle
3
Red,
fucking
I was left wondering, what exactly was I to my
They
fiance?
were engaged.
Really, Uncle Red? She posted a screenshot of a video of her fiance, well now, ex-fiance, sitting in a black leather jacket, sitting on the edge of someone else's bed. And that's where the top 9, like the number 9 photo
Because
was
that
pulled
guy
from.
is
And
good
same with the
looking.
other 9 guys. They're all
could tell.
sitting on the same bed, or they're all standing in the same room. Michelle apparently went through leather jacket
Yeah.
guy's phone, and he even had the chance to come clean. One of his friends messaged him, do you want me to tell your fiance or are you going to? He responded, huh? I don't think that's necessary. What do you mean? You're engaged and still doing this? You don't have shame? Netizens are commenting under Michelle's
Ooh.
post. I'm so sorry, but your fiance was pretty good looking too. And I could tell. This happened twice, didn't it? Another one reads, all I can say is he was pretty handsome, so this
Damn,
makes it
came
even more
back.
confusing. Others say it's actually more confusing that he's only ranked number 9 on the top 10 list. I'm so lost. Another one in the top 10 list is a popular influencer on Douyin, which is China's TikTok.
Yes,
His
Frosty.
videos have gone viral in Asia at least a few times solely for the reason that he's attractive. One of his videos, there's just comments that now read, you deserve better than Uncle Red. Why didn't you meet me before you met Uncle Red?
That's crazy.
So who the hell is Uncle Red? A middle-aged man allegedly catfishing straight men into coming to his house to have intimate relations. Uncle Red poses as a woman online, and he will invite these straight men over, and all of their intimate reactions are secretly recorded. It has been reported by many Chinese mainstream media news outlets and then later debunked by police, but nobody believes it, that about 1,691 men fell victim to this illegal recording scam. Uncle Red appears to have a very strict routine prior to live streaming.
Bro,
It's a
girls
ritual,
doing
if you
the
will.
grind.
The first is finding the palest color of foundation
Not even
readily
a
available
girl.
for human use, slathering it all over his face, and pairing that uniquely
I don't
with
know,
the
I mean,
reddest of red lipsticks,
gender appropriate?
always remembering to overline his lips. It's a rather low effort, minimal routine that does create kind of a striking
Yeah, but
appearance.
dude is grinding.
Now, side note, the filters on Douyin are good enough that not much more is that necessary. The next step of his process includes putting on a dress shirt, a silky blouse usually, and then a long, flowy maxi skirt. He puts on a short bob, a wig. It's a wig. It goes down a little past his shoulders. He's got bangs covering his eyebrows, and it's a unique combination of design choices that are confusing, mainly because Uncle Red decides the day that he joins Douyin, he's actually going to go into making thirst traps.
Really?
Yeah, that's
That's how he got
mean,
popular.
the attire
in
is
Chao
interesting. He never
Shura.
wears anything provocative ever, and it doesn't work. At least not in the traditional sense.
Okay, you
Uncle
should
Red
you
is
could
for
have
3
tried
years on
cosplay.
Douyin. The mass audience has no clue who this
Oh my
person
God,
is. Nobody
it's
knows
gonna be
Uncle
so
Red until he
funny,
gets
bro.
arrested. But that's not the end game. It appears that Uncle Red joins Douyin for the purpose of getting DMs
How
from
did
men,
people fell for
which
that?
I say with respect for half the world's
you-
population. Lots of respect,
Get-
lots
get-
of love. It's typically something that you can
You
achieve.
see, this is
even if you're
that's the
aggressively doing
dilemma.
nothing.
That's part of it.
Naturally, Uncle Red starts getting lots of DMs from men.
But like, what kind of thirst trap is he posting at that point? You're gonna get into that?
Yeah, so the thirst traps are not thirst traps in the way that you would typically imagine. So when you think thirst traps, you're thinking about
Yeah.
costumes
dancing.
and dancing. Yeah, and like lots of skin.
Boobs.
A lot of guys are attracted to Uncle Red's softness. It's alleged that he uses a voice change filter and he knows how to talk to guys. Sometimes he would take calls from his viewers, and one male viewer, seemingly familiar with Uncle Red already, is asking, "You still haven't slept yet?" Uncle Red responds, "I just ate lunch. How can I fall asleep?" "Oh, why aren't you sleeping yet?" I don't know. I just haven't slept yet." "Then can I ask you a question?" "Go ahead. What kind of question is it?" "It's about a man." "Sure, go ahead." "My husband's private part is a little longer than my middle finger. Is that normal?"
你像我老公呢，他的硬起来比中指长一点，算不算正常？
That's the extent of his thirst traps.
Got
Oh,
it.
bro.
That's the conversation that wins a lot of guys over for Uncle Red. Side note, Uncle Red does not appear to be married, at least not anymore.
I know,
he was
'cause, like-
once married to a woman, but they divorced. He
Okay, wait. A bit of context. So, like, how he poses is he is he poses as she's an older woman who's married. He is unhappy, and yeah, so he wants to like get away with other men. It's basically Neto NTR stuff, and like guys falls for that. Apparently, 1,600 men got their strap.
1,600 men.
Train like a fucking drummer.
So that means that there's 1,600 stupid
Oh, what
men
the fuck? That scared me.
roaming around.
That got baited with that one. Okay, that's what his like thing is.
The camp.
has not since remarried,
that
nor
was
does he
me.
have a husband. But a lot of people like the idea that this is a woman who is
What
not
the fuck is that?
intimately
I remember
fulfilled
it was that.
by her husband.
Yeah,
and a lot
there
of
you go.
men want to say, "Let me show you what men do."
Exactly, that's what they were aiming
Who are you?
for.
Yes. Now, Uncle Red also does not have a good wig, because at one point during a live stream, it does slip off his head, revealing that not only does his foundation only go up to where the bangs cut off,
Wait, I've seen that photo.
So
It's only the face. That's why, right?
I mean, but it's like half the forehead. And he just has like a very short buzz cut hairstyle, which looks perfectly fine. But even so, Uncle Red's DMs start
sir.
filling up, and it's rumored that Uncle Red, at least 1,691 men came to visit Uncle Red at his personal residence for intimate relations. So why is this a Rotten Mango episode? One of the first titles to come out of this incident.
Allegedly-
Well, first of all, let me tell you why it is a Rotten Mango
Allegedly.
episode, because I've gotten hundreds of separate emails. Hundreds of emails while I was so deep in the Karen Reed case, and everyone is telling me about Uncle Red. And so I looked into it and I thought, okay, maybe it's not going to be the most complicated mind case, because my mind was
is.
wiped. And then the minute that I got into it, it's just the moral dilemma conundrum. It made my brain spin because of how many different debates were taking place online.
Also, just like how viral this is on TikTok and then in all of
yeah.
Asia, like every single
Facebook, I
country
saw
in
so
Asia.
many
Yes.
photos.
It's
There's even
crazy.
Sister Hong
It's-
Kor. Yeah,
Everyone's talking
exactly.
about this.
Yeah.
It's suspected that Uncle Red's bang, wig, pale skin, red lipstick, maxi skirt is going to be the #1 Halloween look in most Asian countries this year.
I
Yeah.
agree.
So one of the first titles to
And
come out
if
of
he's
this
gonna do
incident,
it,
and again, this is not me agreeing with the
he's gonna
wording of this
fucking
title, but like I
No.
said, it's important how the news is presented in this
No,
case.
I
It
have
translated
plans
reads, Nanjing
for
60-year-old
October.
man with a wig
have a
and a
bad
long
feeling
skirt
about that.
successfully attracts
Yeah.
over 1,600 straight men. So it's a very strange title, and accompanying it is a collage of a bunch of guys' faces. And they don't look like mugshots, considering half of them are looking down to the side, all different directions. Some of them are shirtless. Others look like they're in brief flashes of pain. Others look like they're in brief flashes of pleasure, which you can't really tell the difference. And it's a very weird visual to see so many random guys' faces in a collage. I mean, the background is so consistent that you have to consider that the idea that the pictures were all taken in the same place is a valid theory. And they are. All of these pictures were taken at Uncle Red's personal residence, where, like I said, almost 2,000 men have reportedly come to visit Uncle Red. That number will later be debated, but we will get to that. For 3 years, nearly every single day, Uncle Red has had visitors.
Oh my
Live
god.
stream fan after live stream fan knocking on his door. And it's kind of difficult to pinpoint who watches Uncle Red's live streams. I feel like if you sat at the corner of his apartment building and made bets with the elderly neighbor who sits outside on the plastic chair every day, you would lose money, because sometimes it's a younger college kid that shows up hoodie and a backpack. Other days it's a slightly older fitness obsessed looking muscle dude
Huh?
in a muscle shirt.
Yeah.
Other days it looks kind of like a nerdy English tutor. Other days it looks like a middle-aged balding man. The only reason that you would really know that they're here to see Uncle Red is that they do not come empty-handed. The speculation online is that Uncle Red's house becomes a local legend through word of mouth. Uncle Red does social media, gets a few guys in the messages, but these guys then turn and tell all their friends, you need to visit Uncle Red's house. It's basically a steal, you know? What you get and what you give, it's not even comparable. It's basically free. All you have to do is bring a small gift, a household necessity, a bottle of peanut oil from the grocery store, that's $3. A single watermelon, which depending on the season in Nanjing is $2 to $5, or a packet of milk that you can get on sale. Whatever. Just bring a bag of spinach if you must, which someone does. Just bring something to show gratitude for the host. And most likely, what you get in return is what netizens refer to as, quote, full service. Undoubtedly, a lot of these guys find this to be a practically free exchange. I mean, a lot of the stuff you can find in your own freezer.
So is
They
the
put in
free
zero
service-
emotional effort, no dates, no paying for dinners, no relationships, no strings attached, and they don't have to pay for the services because Uncle Red is willing to do it in exchange for a half-filled Dasani water bottle of peanut oil. In fact, a lot of streamers will barely give their top donors the time of day unless they're dropping thousands of dollars on them, let alone meet up with them in person. But Uncle
Oh my
Red's
God,
fan service, if you will, is so good that Uncle Red will take anyone in. These are how netizens are saying. They think that this
I don't
this
like
whole
repeating
scam
myself,
started,
but
this whole
why are
crime
they
started.
stupid?
Uncle Red won't
You'll
even make fun
see.
of you for buying a $3 bottle of oil and
Exactly.
taking half of it and giving Uncle Red only half the bottle of oil. Instead, Uncle Red will guide the men to the tiny thin mattress in the corner and spend about 30 minutes with them. Now, up until this point, all of this is consensual. Like, these men are coming to Uncle Red's house. They're not being forced to stay there. They're not being forced to partake in any intimate relations or activities. So all of this, like, no part of this so far is a crime.
Mm-hmm.
Some of these men may have realized that the market price and what Uncle Red are offering is kind of a steal. It's a good bargain. Uncle Red's apartment is difficult to find, but even then, still a bargain. It's a basement unit, and it's dimly lit. kind of has a bunkerish feel to it, which is what netizens say. I will say it's very sparsely furnished, just a collapsible table, mini fridge, a bed, and a built-in closet with a sink next to it and a bathroom off to the side. It's not exactly homey, but some of the guys have to turn on their phone flashlights to even find the door to Uncle Red's unit. And we know this because a lot of them are captured on the video walking in with their phone flashlight on. But it's seemingly worth it, because right when they walk in, Uncle Red will place pink slippers in front of them. Sometimes Uncle Red will even wash fruit, cut the fruit, make small talk, make the guys feel comfortable, and then they get into the festivities for free. Well, for the price of a watermelon. But there is a saying that a lot of people use in marketing, which is, if it's free, that means you are likely the product. Because in the middle of Uncle Red's apartment is a tiny little hole. And hiding inside that tiny little hole is a hidden camera. And when these men leave, Uncle Red pulls out the SD card, starts importing the footage to go through. Even in illegal businesses, there seems to be some sort of quality control because Uncle Red will sort through the footage, cutting out the quote boring parts and the not exciting parts, trim down the hidden camera footage to just the highlights, which includes the men walking in with a grocery store gift in their hand, awkwardly saying hello, Uncle Red saying hello, hugging them, and then the opening line for almost every single 1,000+ guest is along the lines of, did you wash yourself first? Go clean yourself. They will then be escorted to the bathroom like a stray dog, where you hear the water turn on, they rinse themselves, walk out, and there are pink slippers awaiting them. From there, the camera captures them unzipping, receiving,
Doing stuff.
and then none of their faces are blurred. None of their identities are hidden, and Uncle Red is selling these videos, this massive collection of videos, in Telegram group chats. News breaks of Uncle Red's arrest, and suddenly all of Nanjing and China are kind of going into a meltdown. The only reason I even first heard about this case, I mean, I did start getting hundreds of emails, but the very first time I heard about this case, my husband's sister came over and she was trying to explain the story, and it looked like it was fundamentally changing the wiring of her brain. Like she was losing her mind at not only the case itself, but also the internet's reaction to the case. Like it was just everywhere. She said you can't even go onto any Chinese social media platform without this being the main conversation.
Exactly.
Like if you don't know Uncle Red, you don't know half the jokes people are making, you don't know what half the people are talking about. You could post
everywhere.
a video of your dog, and in the comments there will be references to Uncle Red or jokes about Uncle Red somehow fitted in there. It's like a cultural phenomenon. The more she knows about this case, the more questions. Like for one, how did Uncle Red even get arrested? July of 2025, a man walks into the police station in Nanjing, China to report very simply that his private moments were secretly recorded and they're circulating online. He knows where the videos were taken, he knows who took the video, and he's going to lead the police straight to her. That's about all he says to the police. Police head to the basement unit of Uncle Red, they knock on the door, and since Uncle Red was not expecting any company, Uncle Red does not have his live stream fit on, and they realize, okay, this is a little confusing because the man who reported it to me said that this was a woman in a bunker type style basement unit who took these videos, but now I'm looking at a middle-aged man, maybe it's his wife, but it's not, it's him. They promptly arrest him, and they realize that Uncle Red has likely made over $35,000 selling these videos in these group chats, which could explain why Uncle Red perhaps did not have a deep yearning to receive expensive gifts from the men that came over. The whole... Okay, this is where I, again, get a little bit confused by the internet reaction, because I will say the selling of the videos online is reminiscent to other cases that we've covered, such as Enthrim. I don't know if it compares in severity, and I don't think it would be appropriate to compare the severity of certain cases. However, the business idea is similar in the sense Uncle Red will join a Telegram group chat or start one. He will charge $20 for a video in the group chat. After spending $20, if you want to see other videos or more videos, instead of receiving further payment, Uncle Red will ask that you invite 3 people into the group chat that will be willing to spend $20. So it seems like a very well thought out
It's like a
business
pyramid
plan.
scam.
It's a referral program for new customer acquisition, which what can only be described as Uncle Red's blooming illegal video criminal enterprise. July 5th, 2025, authorities in Nanjing release a brief statement that they have put an end to said illegal video sharing by Uncle Red. Within hours, news of this arrest starts trending, which would make sense if Uncle Red was a famous live streamer that had just gotten arrested, but that's not the case. Because within hours, Uncle Red's arrest is at the top of the trending list. 89 separate media outlets have started reporting on the case, and in just 3 hours, 350 million people have clicked on any article regarding Uncle Red, someone that the entire country had no clue even existed two seconds ago.
300 million clicks?
350 million clicks in 3 hours.
Whoa.
Interestingly enough, this is where things get weird
That's
and
how-
controversial because people have
That's how
very
big
wild
the thing was.
reactions to the whole case. First, people are doing the math. 1691, that's about 2,000 men, gone to Uncle Red's house in 3 years. That's about 1.5 men per day. With speculative reports estimating that there's about 5 terabytes of footage out there, which equates to about 3,000 hours of footage. That's a lot of activity. And that's not him even, I mean, he's got to lure these men somehow, so he's talking to people online. Let's say it takes about an hour to at least talk to someone to the point where they can come over to your house and do those intimate relations. I mean, this is like a full-time job. Most of the videos are also the same, which depicts Uncle Red performing oral activities on the guest, and then usually unceremoniously Uncle Red will turn around without taking off any clothing, just lifting up the back of his maxi skirt and then just like backing up into the man in question. Now, this is the part where I report to you all of the internet reactions regarding Uncle Red. And again, am I saying that these are appropriate reactions to a situation like this? No, that's not at all what I'm saying. I am just here to tell you what people have been saying online, what the general consensus has been, the types of memes that have come out of this, just so you understand the full totality of this case. The initial reaction across China seemed to be a mixture of shock, rage, and confusion, but with a lot of women, particularly on Douyin, on TikTok, that are just squinting at the collage of men's faces, praying that they don't see a boyfriend, fiance, husband, dad, whoever. Some even go online to report, hey, so I did find my dad in one of the thumbnails, and I don't know if I'm supposed to tell my mom. I need advice. Others say, okay, well, at least yours is kind of a more simple situation where you should probably tell your mom. For me, it's different because I found my colleague. A lot of people report finding their colleague or brother or someone that's like distant enough that you definitely don't want to confront them with it. You have nobody else to talk to about it, and now you're just stuck with this information. One comment reads, I was here for the drama, but then I found my brother-in-law in one of those pictures. And we thought he was working, but turns out he was at Uncle Red's house and he showed up with a carton of milk, so that's very awkward. On Chinese dating apps right now, and again, is this appropriate? That's not up for me to decide, I'm just letting you know. The biggest red flag that a lot of Chinese women state is that if a man writes that they are from Nanjing, even though it's a massive city with 9 million people, they think it's inappropriate. One netizen shared her dating profile, which reads, requirements for boyfriend. 1, not from Nanjing. 2, must not have been to, stopped by, or traveled through Nanjing in the recent years. The comments under her post are agreeing with her, writing, yeah, I'm not going to date Nanjing men in the foreseeable future. I'm also going to abstain from those who have even stopped by Nanjing for work. Other netizens expressed just sudden disinterest in men completely, writing, I've just been uninterested in men these days. When I look at them, I just feel like all of them have slept with Uncle Red. I don't know what exactly that means. I don't know if it's the fact that 1,691, you get it. But another one writes, does anyone understand my pain? When I walk around Nanjing, because I'm from Nanjing, I just feel like every guy I see, I just picture them with Uncle Red instantly. I just look at them. With the consensus being on many Chinese platforms that the biggest diss that you can throw at someone is telling them that their husband or father is from Nanjing. There have been lots of memes that have occurred from this case and this situation. I mean, you know, when you travel to a new city, there is a TripAdvisor must-eat list on there. Well, on there, the #1 must-eat list is a 38-year-old man, which, side note, a lot of initial reports stated that Uncle Red was 60 years old. He's not 60, he's 38 years old. But it is must-eat 38-year-old man named Uncle Red. And then the Red Gate banquet list goes viral. People have given nicknames and created these AI videos. A lot of people have dubbed Uncle Red. And again, this is for, if you look up this case, you're going to see a lot of these references online. And I'm not saying that these are appropriate, but a lot of people have dubbed Uncle Red Nanjing 0 online, which I was thinking, okay, there has been discourse that we're going to cover in a second about perhaps there being not enough usage of protection and things that can deter you from getting an STD. So maybe they're calling him Nanjing Zero because they're trying to make some sort of joke or some sort of meme about him being patient zero, and he's like passing on things to other people because they're just all doing it willy-nilly, like all 2,000 of them.
Like there weren't
But
any protection at
I
all.
came to the very interesting conclusion that zero in China refers to bottoms.
Yes.
And one refers to tops. And Tiffany and I, my sister-in-law and I had a very uncomfortable conversation where she was like, okay, so let me explain.
What's
and it
funny
was just,
is Tiffany didn't know what top and bottom means. She actually only knew what 1 and 0 means.
yeah, it's,
So it's like you have to double translate what top and bottom means to her. And then she's like, oh yeah, that's 1 and that's 0.
and then I had to double check that this was not like an offensive term in China. And then she was like, no, she was showing me these doing videos of guys who are like, oh, I'm a 1, and then it's like thirst traps. So I was like, okay, it seems like a normal thing that they talk about. But that has become another meme. And there has been, aside from the chaos and discrimination, it's not even just stopping at men from Nanjing, but also fitness men. So remember the 1 through 10 ranking that there was? Those are the top 10 men that netizens find the most interesting and or appealing from Uncle Red's guest list, if you will. And they have been ranked. I'm not even going to go on to what it's like to rank victims of these intimate videos being leaked, but it's been done and these have been circulating and everybody has been referencing them. Number 3 on the top 10 list for Uncle Red is actually a pretty famous fitness influencer on the app.
Oh my
Red
God.
Note, 小红书.
小红书.
And it's relatively easy for netizens to connect the dots because even when he went to go see Uncle Red, he's wearing this black Under Armour shirt with a big white bull on the front and a pair of Adidas Ultra Boosts that he always wears in his fitness videos, and he has a very distinctive look. And after these videos leaked online, he changed one of his social media bios to just read, I've already filed a police report, my life is a mess, and I'm planning to leave Nanjing for another city. Stop sharing the leaked footage. Then, ranked number 2 out of the 10 is someone netizens have dubbed the 4 Seasons man. Because a lot of netizens after this news broke out, they actually, it's like the Barbara Streisand effect. It's what happens in a lot of crimes like this is people will go out and seek the footage afterwards. It draws more attention to said footage, and people have been piecing together who is who and what is what. And I will say some netizens do say we have to do this because a lot of these people are not going to come forward. A lot of them are married, a lot of them have children, a lot of them have other partners that may not know that they're visiting Uncle Red and may want to get tested, or may not know that they're having other intimate relations. So that's kind of been one conversation of why they're scouring through the videos. Others say it's just for fun, which is a very morally debatable dilemma that we can go down. But there is one guide called the 4 Seasons Man, and it is because he has been seen in 4 different videos, and it's in each of the seasons: spring, summer, fall, and winter. And you can see in his attire, in one he is wearing full-on winter gear, thermal puffer jacket. Summer, he's wearing lighter clothes, and that man is visiting Uncle Red all 4 seasons. Then in first place, so a lot of the 1 through 10, they made the top 10 either because they're attractive, like the leather jacket guy that cheated on his fiance, or because of the unique gifts that they brought, i.e. Watermelon Man. But the number 1 place is I'm already here, might as well. And this has actually turned into a very famous phrase in lots of countries in Asia. That is what this man has been dubbed online. Netizens came up with this name because reportedly in the leaked video, it appears that when he gets to Uncle Red's house, he realizes that Uncle Red is probably an uncle. So Uncle Red goes by Sister Red online, and so he gets there and he's like, okay, I don't think this is Sister Red. So he starts confronting Uncle Red, asking, are you a man or a woman? Are you a man or a woman? And this is going to be another moral dilemma that we're going to go down, and lots of people have been having debates about it, but right now, pause on that. He's asking, are you a man or a woman? Uncle Red lies and says, I'm a woman, I'm a woman. He does not believe him. He's like, I don't believe you. So then finally, Uncle Red tells him, well, I'm going to call the police if you keep harassing me and asking me these questions. And he has this moment, reportedly in the video, where he thinks about it. He ponders it. And then he decides, you know what? I'm already here. I might as well. And the next frame of him that netizens have clipped from that video is of him in likely a moment of pleasure. So it's now become a meme, again, wildly inappropriate. Nevertheless, I'm just reporting on what's happened. A meme shows a screenshot of the video where you can see him pondering, looking very pensive. And then right after it, right under it, it shows him looking up at the ceilings with his hands resting on his hips. And he looks like he is enjoying the moment. And it says, I'm already here. Something doesn't feel right, but might as well.
Yeah, in Chinese, like Lida Lida. It's like really viral.
These have gone very viral, and pretty quickly everyone found out who the might as well guy even is. He works as a teacher from one of the elite Shanghai kindergartens, and if you're wondering, a lot of people actually traveled to Nanjing to meet up with Uncle Red.
Oh.
What?
Yes.
To meet up
So
Uncle
the kindergarten
Red?
that he works at, to go there, you have to send your child there. You have to pay $22,000 a year for kindergarten to learn how to count to, I don't know, 26. It costs $22,000 a year. But I digress. The most appalling revelation, however, is that he has a wife and children. So he quickly deactivates his accounts. Everyone thought that he was just going to disappear off the internet, focus on his personal life. But no, not long after, a new Douyin account pops up with who only netizens can describe as being the doppelganger of this man posting workout videos in the similar fashion of the might as well guy before he deactivated his account. So comments start questioning him. Hey, did you, just delete your old account and start a new one with a fake name? He has since vehemently denied it, stating that you must have the wrong guy, which the comments read, dude, it's totally you. Same shoes, same tank top, same everything. Way too recognizable. You got the same height, same build, same everything. He too has a bit of a buff build and typically liked to post his workout selfies and shirtless photos on social media before everything blew up, which has now cemented this joke in a lot of netizens' minds that if you post shirtless workout selfies, then you remind everyone of Uncle Red's type, which are young, buff dudes. So now, under random fitness influencers' videos, there are comments that read, hold on, let me check my dictionary first. And the new term dictionary means the collage of men from Nanjing. 1,000 men pictures.
That's so crazy.
Another one reads, please put your shirt back on, we're not in the mood these days. Another one reads, show this to Uncle Red, you're his type. Another one says, what number are you for Uncle Red? Another says, brother, please stop showing off. Everyone is trying to find out which one you look like. Another reads, either put your shirt on first. Currently, we feel nothing. The moment we see someone flexing muscles, all we can think about is whether or not you have kissed Uncle Red. Or another one that simply states, let's not talk about whether or not you are popular. First, you need to tell us if you've been to Nanjing. To which some netizens find the whole social discourse very confusing, and they comment, imagine being a fitness guru right now. They write, quote, overnight, the thirst trap men watch their skies fall down. It's said that if you post fitness content and you're from Nanjing, you're almost obligated to add in your bio, have never seen Red Uncle. So example, there is an online user, a fitness guru from Nanjing called Chestnut Loves Spinach. That was his username. Now it's Chestnut Loves Spinach, parentheses, I swear I've never seen Uncle Red, end parentheses. So it's become a huge thing, and people are still making memes out of it. So there's this one incident, including a foreigner, and that incident has since gone viral because when Uncle Red sees his private parts, Uncle Red, it's just interesting, like the amount of discourse that has occurred from this case is vast, and it's vastly different depending on where you look. So for these people, they're saying this is almost like a social experiment and we should treat it as such. And a lot of netizens have psychoanalyzed each video and each reaction to Uncle Red's video. So for example, when this foreigner walks in, people say Uncle Red has finally solved the debate of if size matters. Because Uncle Red puts both of his hands out gasping and says, whoa, it's huge. And after they were done, Uncle Red paid him $14 for the experience. And the netizens state that even the foreigner looks confused and doesn't really appear to know what to do with the cash, with the $14. And then just to add more complexity to things, there are now AI videos that depict industry leaders visiting Uncle Red, including Jensen Huang of NVIDIA. I think it has to do with the fact that Jensen Huang, tech founder, has an obsession with black leather jackets, which happen to be from Tom Ford and probably cost lots of money, but that's like his Achilles heel, and it made him one of the more viral AI Uncle Red parodies in China, where he's coming to Uncle Red and giving him like an NVIDIA chip. Trump is also
seen that on
one of the AI
TikTok.
videos.
Yeah,
People have
that's where
created
the
Lego
thing
sets
is.
for Uncle Red's place, which shows Uncle Red and men having intimate relations and a line of people waiting outside waiting to get in. Some of them are holding watermelons, bottles
Uncle
of
Red's
oil.
house,
Some netizens
bro.
comment it's not the most realistic, stating that there's too much oil because a lot of these guys would only bring half the container of oil. Yeah. Others point to the pink slippers, and they've made memes of this pink slippers with zoomed in pictures of it saying, "No one feels sorry for the slipper. It has been worn by over 1,000 people." Others have gone to recreate Uncle Red's, quote, iconic look by donning a wig with bangs, throwing on a mask, silky blouse, and a long skirt. And I will say, you know what this discourse is reminiscent of? Again, I'm not comparing severity. I'm just comparing crime happens discourse that is so big and almost all on the same level of dark humor. It reminds me of all the baby oil jokes. Where it's like the discourse is almost bigger than the case itself, and it's generally on the hee hee ha ha side and not the I'm gonna take this seriously side. So that's kind of what it's reminiscent of. So you have people recreating Uncle Red's iconic look, that's what they call it, by throwing on a mask, silky blouse, long skirt. There are fashion tutorials on how to achieve Uncle Red's makeup. Some clubs have even started adopting the Uncle Red memes with giant screens inside the club that read, "Anyone who is late with their round, dodges their shot, or doesn't focus on drinking is going to be sent straight to Uncle Red's house." That's what it says. There's just been a lot of reports and discourse and online conversations about the fact that Uncle Red was able to get so many men to come visit them. And in one video, according to reports, a foreigner is using an app. So foreigners will come, Uncle Red will use a translation app to even talk to them. There is nothing barring any guest from coming in and having intimate relations with Uncle Red. Uncle Red seems to be open to anybody. And they will be using this app to translate the conversation. And at one point, the foreigner pushes the phone towards Uncle Red, who is talking into the phone near the foreigner's face. And netizens believe that Uncle Red has very bad breath because the foreigner keeps looking away, sneaking in breaths of fresh air. And at one point, he just straight up covers his nose with his hand. But the main comment reads, "The way he's gagging and covering his mouth when Uncle Red is talking." To which the next comment reads, "But he still didn't leave." And that is where the nickname that Uncle Red is an absolute manslayer comes about. And a lot of memes have spurred from the fact that netizens joke Uncle Red is eating better than them. They state that a lot of the men showing up to Uncle Red's apartment are young, good-looking, well-built guys that have a lot of people would have dated them. So why did they find Uncle Red instead of them? That's a huge conversation being thrown out.
Stupid.
A new meme is where Uncle Red is using his tongue to try and pick out food that is stuck in between his teeth. And the words across the meme are, "I'm eating better than you, sister." People start creating these AI videos of Uncle Red giving lectures, dating advice to women on how to capture, quote, good quality men. With the AI video showing someone who kind of appears to be Uncle Red in the same apartment, saying things such as, "Today I'm going to teach all my sisters how to get high quality household goods."
首先，我不要房，不要车，也不要彩礼，一个西瓜，一包纸巾，半桶花生油，我就很满足。希望不要成为男孩眼中的拜金女。第二，要给男人足够的情绪价值，哪怕3秒钟，都要夸他们很棒，提升他们的自信心是聪明女人必须掌握的技能。
Third, you have to be proactive and make the first move. But the truth of the matter is, no matter how good looking a guy is, when he is hungry, he will still eat trash. Unless he's very rich, then he will only eat Michelin star food. Sisters, follow Uncle Red to learn more. It's never too late to learn. Another Uncle Red lesson reads, Uncle Red teaches that attracting a man doesn't require thirst traps. A face mask, long skirt, long sleeves, and bangs are sufficient. Some netizens have called this a Black Mirror episode in real life. Others have called it a real life study. Studying what? We're not entirely sure yet, but a study of something. If you go through Chinese social media, there are pages of threads and threads of online netizens breaking down different types of discourse that is spurring because of the Uncle Red situation. One of them is breaking down the types of gifts that were brought to Uncle Red's house by these men and Uncle Red's reaction to these gifts. Some think that Uncle Red's always positive, always thankful reaction is the most intriguing part of this. Others think that the gifts that these men choose willingly is more insight on the psyche of humankind. They break it down. Some men have come empty-handed. It's been reported that Uncle Red never specifically demands anything to be brought to him, but these These men bring stuff out of courtesy and it's kind of awkward to go empty-handed. However, some men do. The others, all of these gifts are just like random household necessities that range from food products like a single watermelon, packets of milk. I mean, you would think that some of these netizens analyzing the gifts are doing dissertations, myself included, I guess, dissertations on this topic because they've broken down the types of milk that were gifted to Uncle Red. Milk is one of the more popular gifts, and almost every single time, all these men picked out the cheapest milk, the cheapest brand of milk, the cheapest type of milk, the cheapest kind of milk, the cheapest milk. There's one brand in China that is known for having milk that is cheaper than a bottle of water. A bottle of milk is cheaper than a bottle of water. That's the brand that almost all of them went with.
Kind of alarming.
Yeah, the milk was still considered a top tier gift on the gift analysis hierarchy, with tissue paper being on the lower end. Almost all the men that brought tissue paper would bring like a small packet of tissue paper, like a 3-pack little Kleenex packet, but they would buy the cheapest 1-ply tissue paper that if you were to try and wipe water off your hand, it would stick to your hand and disintegrate into white fluff all over your hand.
Oh my
How do
God,
netizens know this? A
That's
mixture
bad.
of personal experience, and according to some netizens who have personally viewed the illegal footage, they state that after one man gifted the 1-ply tissue paper, another man came over and used it to wipe their private parts, but the tissue paper disintegrated, leaving tens of little pieces of tissue paper on their private parts, and it is reported that this man spent quite a bit of time dusting it off of himself while Uncle Red just stood there watching and waiting. Another man brought a bag of fruit for Uncle Red, but
Goddamn.
apparently on the way, on the journey, on the trek to finding Uncle Red's place, he got so hungry that he ate half of the fruit.
Like, what do you mean a half? Like half a watermelon type of half, or just like a bag
an
of apples?
apple.
He
Yeah.
ate half a bag. Okay.
But the top tier gift, the most expensive gift being cooking oil. One man was so stingy that he bought a bottle of cooking oil and he decided that he wasn't going to give Uncle Red all of the cooking oil. So he got a Dasani water bottle, filled that up with cooking oil, and brought the Dasani water bottle of cooking oil to
Thank you
Uncle
for
Red's
joining
house.
us.
Or it could just be
Lucky.
leftover oil that he has at home.
Yeah. Another man brought
No, what do
one
you
of the
mean?
more
She's
valuable
not
gifts.
leaving
Some netizens
Lucy.
have argued
She
it's
just
almost
said, like,
heartfelt, which
she
is
just stopped there.
a fish.
Ah,
A fish
okay.
that the man caught himself.
yeah.
Uncooked, still attached
I
to
read
the
it
fishing
wrong. I'm
wire.
sorry.
Just like a live fish from the river. And Uncle Red's response in his soft voice was an encouraging, "Wow, you were able to catch such a big fish." Some joke that by this rate, after 3 years, Uncle Red should be able to open up his own grocery store, and people have created memes of photoshopped images of Uncle Red in his own grocery store. It is to the point where people say if you're a Nanjing local, it's best not to walk around with a
Oh my
single lone
God.
watermelon, a carton of milk, or a bottle of oil. And that has also led to a lot of
Oh,
deep
man, I swear the
analysis
internet.
on the men.
Goddamn.
There have been okay, so the moral dilemma, it's tenfold. So first of all, the moral dilemma is this an appropriate reaction that the internet and society can have to a situation like this, where everything is okay up until Uncle Red illegally films these without consent and then releases them online? Clearly, that's a very bad crime. These men are ultimately victims, but is it okay to have this type of reaction? That's the first moral dilemma. The second moral dilemma comes in the fight of a lot of guys and women are fighting in the comments section. So a lot of girls, they are making jokes about this case. And they're saying, you know what? Because I feel like there are lots of crimes against women where men make jokes about it. I mean, take the Diddy baby oil situation, for example. Lots of jokes are being made. And so why do we have to
Baby
suddenly be
oil.
so sensitive when nobody is sensitive towards crimes against women? And so it's been like this back and forth, almost like a mini gender war at times. It's been really intense. And then there's also been conversations of why did all these men even go to Uncle Red's house? A lot of men have decided to take this as a teaching moment for women. And they are telling women it's because Uncle Red gives off energy where he will support men. And it's because all of these feminist gold diggers are just looking for Lamborghinis and not cooking oil. It's why women can't get any
that's
of
one
these
of
young
the,
straight men,
popular discourse.
and Uncle Red is getting all of them.
'cause
And that's
China,
become a whole conversation itself.
Yeah. I saw one. It was like a guy, the girlfriend was like, I want a new iPhone. And then he flashed back to Uncle Red.
Yeah.
Like, only one,
That's a fucking meme, bro. I saw
so
that.
one netizen breaks it down of Uncle Red's allure, and he says, Uncle Red's videos actually sneak in a whole crash course on how to treat men. The second a guy walks in through the door, Uncle Red greets him like an old friend, not with a stuck-up like, what do you want? Why are you here face? Which, like, I don't know anyone who does that, but okay. A second, yeah, the apartment is decent at best, but it feels cozy, like a home. 3, he even washes fruit, hands it over.
Really,
even for a
Kay?
casual fling, he gets treated like an honorable guest at Uncle Red's.
Really?
4, he takes charge to initiate physical conduct instead of just laying there like a dead starfish. He's fully engaged. 5, when a couple of guys get overwhelmed and get performance anxiety down there, Uncle Red doesn't roll his eyes or pile on pressure. He eases the awkwardness and gets them back in the game. 6, he has thick lips. One netizen agrees, saying Uncle Red has proved to women that men are not actually picky.
Kay.
But a lot of women have a lot of things to say about that, obviously, with one comment reading, I want to thank Uncle Red for getting rid of so many red flags for us. And they're not even talking about the men in the videos. They're talking about people saying things like this about
Like
Uncle Red.
who
so
would,
it's
like,
become
saying-
another moral
Kind of
dilemma.
like defending the
One
discourse.
netizen even comments, his voice is gentler than 80% of Chinese women, which I'm telling you, Chinese women had a field day with that comment. Another one comments, Uncle Red reflects the emptiness in the Chinese man's heart. Their wives are too fierce. At least Uncle Red is submissive. Another group of men are just fully outraged
The fuck
that
crazy.
women are not outraged at this situation because the victims are men, stating that women would have been more outraged had the victims been women. And women are agreeing, saying, yeah, but when have you been outraged last time? The list of victims were women. Like, men are never outraged. It's women being outraged for women. And now the men are the victims. You guys go be outraged. We're tired. So that's been another whole collective discourse of like, why are women being held to greater, higher standards than men? And why do we have to be the emotional outrage factor for every single crime that's ever been committed if men don't do the same for women? So that's been a conversation. A lot of women are also expressing frustration that a lot of men are using this to teach their girlfriends, wives, and random internet women lessons on how to be
now
more
a
generous
training
and
course.
less
Let's
demanding
go.
in order to get a man. There is also a debate online, a completely separate debate, of whether or not Uncle Red disclosing or not that he is a man to the male guests is a violation of consent or not. With people debating online, if they don't know that Uncle Red is a man and they are catfished under the
Right, it's
impression that
obviously
he
a
is a
dude.
woman, is that a crime in and of itself? Or is that some sort of moral dilemma in and of itself? I think the conversation is tricky because when it comes to disclosure of genders, usually I'm on the side of people that have not had gender affirming surgery will usually, for their own safety, disclose to their partners prior to intimacy, and also because they even state preference for certain equipment. It has no correlation to any sort of homophobia, transphobia. Like sometimes you're just not attracted to certain body parts. And so you want to let them know like, hey, I might have a body part that you're not attracted to. So let me tell you before we get started. However, Uncle Red is not a member of the trans community. And this is clearly not a normal situation. Uncle Red's main objective here is to profit off these hidden camera videos. And side note, that's another moral dilemma of like, he's genuinely perpetuating homophobia and transphobia through this case. So it's not good. But the fact that he's not disclosing that he's a man, I mean, it's up for debate. A lot of people are debating whether that goes against consent. Many netizens have gone through the footage and sorted these men into 3 different categories. The first group being a group of men that do not ask Uncle Red about his gender, likely not even thinking about it. They have intimate relations, and because of the way Uncle Red lifts up his skirt and very quickly moves things along, they may not have even noticed anything about what equipment Uncle Red possesses down there. With some netizens arguing, just because the men don't ask doesn't make it less deceitful. Some saying, well, they didn't know, so it doesn't matter.
Well,
but then some are
ignorance is
saying,
bliss.
maybe if it wasn't for
Exactly.
the videos being released, because maybe if they didn't know, it didn't matter to them. They didn't ask. Uncle Red didn't tell them. And then they had these consensual, intimate relations. That's fine. But then now these videos are being posted online without their consent. And then add the element that we still live in a society, especially in Asian countries, where there is a lot more homophobia that can actually I mean, even in the US, still, even in Western countries, that can ruin your life, that can take away your job, that can do all of these things. Does that make it less consensual because of the video element? I mean, you could go down this entire rabbit hole, black hole for like 10 years. And then you have a second group of people from the victims list where they discover that Uncle Red is a man and they don't care, with a few even reciprocating oral activities. There's no debate there until you get to the illegal videos. And then you have the third group of people that have their suspicions, or they straight up ask Uncle Red, like the might as well guy, and he lies to them. There's one video where a man starts interrogating him, like, is that a, and he flat out lies. Uncle Red is like, don't be ridiculous, you're seeing wrong. And from there, some of these men will run away. Uncle Red does not hold them captive, but still, that's not saying much. And then others are staying and just pushing through the activities. Netizens are arguing whether or not straight up lying is a violation against the men. If the answer is yes, it is a violation, then the next argument dilemma is, then what about the ones that continue to stay afterwards, even though netizens claim that you can see on their faces that they don't believe Uncle Red? Is that still a violation against them? Is that not a violation? People are saying it's just very confusing, and I think that everybody has a different opinion about this case. Some are saying you can't have these debates without bringing in the illegal filming and releasing of these videos factor. Because maybe if they knew the whole world was going to find out about it, they would have asked. Maybe they wouldn't have stayed because maybe they're not homophobic, but they're scared of being outed. Maybe they genuinely thought that Uncle Red was a woman. Like, it's very confusing.
Yeah.
It's like a moral conundrum, I guess, is how people describe it. And then there is the morality of doxing the victims. So there has been a lot of debate of, would this have happened if the victims were women? And okay, I will say one thing, which is when we do a lot of research for these cases, I think it's a really good conversation of like two things can be true at once. I think male victims, especially when it's crimes, like crimes, especially when the perpetrator is a woman and it's a male victim, they do not get taken seriously. However, I don't think we can always say, would this have happened if the woman was the victim? Because, I mean, there's so many cases where women are the victims, a lot of cases where women are the victims. They're laughed at, they're mocked, nothing happens, they get injustice. So it almost insinuates that if you're a female victim, you're gonna get justice. Everyone's gonna stick up for you, which is not the case at all. So I think two things can be true at once. However, this I might agree with, because there has been a lot of social media discourse about the titles of the videos that people are re-releasing these illegal footage videos under. So a lot of these websites have taken these videos and started creating eye-catching titles. For example, one reads, "Buzz cut, anxious guy, brother says nothing, just keeps taking off his clothes. Looks like he's getting ready to fight." Another one reads, "Milk guy knows Uncle Red has been working hard, taking care of so many people, brings milk to help Uncle Red recover." Another one just reads, "Done in a minute." Another one, "Die-hard fan of Uncle Red, returns multiple times." Another, "A carton of milk and a packet of tissues in exchange for Red's private time." Another, "Watermelon brother brings coolness to Uncle Red's scorching hot summer. Who wouldn't love such a thoughtful man?" So some people are saying if these were illegal videos of women that were taken without their consent, would they have been released? But then you have some women fighting back and they're saying, actually, they would have, and they would have created titles like this. But what's crazy is it happens so often, it actually doesn't make the news. And that's why you don't think it happens.
You know, literally, as we speak, there's a huge anthroom case in China that's happening at the same time.
Oh, I do think I got some emails about that.
Yeah, which everyone's talking about this. Yeah.
So it's like, just when you think, okay, that's a good point, then someone will come and say, no, it's because you're just unaware, because when it's a female victim, it happens so frequently, it doesn't really make the news unless it's a massive scale operation. So it's been this huge back and forth. And one of the main topics being, who defines victim? Are these men victims or not? Because a lot of people are also saying a lot of these men, they're here to take advantage of someone. They're here to take advantage of Uncle Red. And yeah, it's consensual, but like, they're not perfect victims. Others are arguing a lot of these men got caught cheating on their wives. A lot of these men have families. A lot of these men have girlfriends, fiancés. So are they a victim? If they came here to do something bad and then something backfires, is it karma or is it victimization? That's been a conversation online. I'm not saying that's my conversation.
That's actually a good
And some people are
conversation
even
topic.
saying that the meme culture around this case is a lot. People have started creating anime business cards. So you do like the character. It's like it gives you a rating for. It's like a video game. Not
Are
anime,
you
like a
talking
video
about
game.
like Pokemon cards type of?
Kind of, but they have, it's like a thing now where you do it business style as well. So it's almost like characters in someone's office building.
Okay.
And you describe their personality and you rank them by appearance, EQ, IQ, overall ratings, stuff like that.
Okay. Oh, got it.
They do stars, and then they have like a cartoon character that they've drawn out of these guys from the video. And so, for example, one is nicknamed Strong Work Smell Guy, which is a term for in China where you're just overworked, exhausted, stressed out, and you carry around this scent of work with you. Like you just never can escape the idea that work is very depressing and everyone can feel it off of you. He comes over to Uncle Red's house. The two of them have their intimate relations. He wraps up rather quickly. Uncle Red asks him for $138, to which he responds, "My wife has all the money. If you want, go ask her." And then he runs off. He has his own little character card, and people are ranking him like 1 out of 5 stars. Others have described incredibly intense psychoanalysis of people's visits to Uncle Red's house, with one netizen post reading, "This guy never cares about hygiene and always complains a lot. He always looks guarded, looks around carefully, doesn't even want to wash up for Uncle Red. He hates the way Uncle Red looks. He only talks about how he feels, and he uses and trashes so many tissues. It's a blatant disregard for others and their belongings. He's selfish, seems to hate Uncle Red, but it's all a facade because he's come back multiple times and this is a reoccurring visitor." Then another one gets a card, and his name is just character number 2, Stingy Chubby Guy. It reads, "Came empty-handed, bargained while doing the housework, didn't cooperate well, only did part of the quote chores and left in a hurry." Another one reads, "Fruit Uncle. He's very warm and kind when he visits the elderly." Parentheses, Uncle Red. "He brings fruit and gives him a big hug to show he cares. He's also hardworking, so he does the chores. When he leaves, he'll even take out the trash. He's really amazing. We are also moved." Then another one. "This guy has a hot temper, is very straightforward, but the contract is already signed. He's already here. He will fulfill the agreement. At least he keeps his promises." Or another one that reads, "Thermal Pants Guy. Whenever he comes in for a meeting, he wears the same brown outfit with thermal pants. Every time he talks about the plan, he's very supportive, saying encouraging things like, 'If you do well, you'll get a bonus.' His ability is pretty sharp, and he seems to enjoy discussing the plan. He shows a strong willingness to work together and collaborate." Then you have people under these saying, "Is this actually appropriate to make for victims of crimes?" And then people will fight back and comment, well, are they really victims if they're cheating, if they're putting their family at risk? Because there were reports coming out stating that these men from Uncle Red's videos, a lot of the videos, you can see sometimes that they will find certain fluids around their private parts that seem to be suspicious looking. And it seems like they have blatant disregard for their health, for their intimate health. And if they're married, if they're dating someone else, they could be spreading these things on unknowingly to people that some people on the internet believe are the true victims. Some people are saying the only victims really in this case are the wives and the girlfriends that are dating the men that are going to Uncle Red's house. It was briefly reported by the media that 11 of the men from Uncle Red's videos were tested and positive for HIV, but the police quickly shut that down, saying that's nothing but rumors. However, they later state there are like 3 people that did test positive for HIV. However, it's unclear if it's connected to Uncle Red. In fact, they cannot release if Uncle Red has any sort of contagious disease, STD or HIV, because that would be a violation of his privacy, which a lot of netizens are upset about because they're like, a violation of his privacy? He violated so many people's privacy. Release that information.
Yeah, and then like, all the people that's connected, 1,600 people connects to thousands of people.
Now, the authorities have stated that the 1,000+ number is a gross exaggeration. However, netizens don't believe the authorities. Netizens are like, I
Yeah,
saw the
'cause, like,
pictures,
they
I saw
got
the
the
videos, I'm
pictures.
believing the
They got-
rumors.
they got,
It's a
like,
lot of
the
guys.
list,
Maybe it's not
bruh.
1,600, maybe it's
Yeah.
1,500, maybe it's 900. Does it matter? It's a lot of guys. That's what netizens are saying.
It's
People are
still a
also
lot of
annoyed because the
dudes.
government can't do anything. However, they
Yeah, I
are
also don't think
opening up their
it's
health center for
1,600. That's
free
a
HIV
ridiculous
tests
amount,
if
but
you feel like
it's
you
still a
are
lot of dudes.
in fear of
regardless.
contracting something.
Oh, because of this?
Yes, in
Oh, really?
Nanjing. Yes.
Oh, wow. So they do think there could be a lot of people that needs to get checked up.
Yes.
Wow.
So
they're
some
just
people have used this
practically,
as, see,
you
these
know.
men are not victims. In fact, the only victims are their families that are at home or their wives and their girlfriends. Others are saying, well, they are victims because they're at risk and Uncle Red probably didn't tell them. But then the other argument is, well, they knew what they're going when they're going there. Like, they're not just going there to show up. So it's just been this carnival ride loop around of debates. Side note, some netizens also believe that this case is weeding out the not so bright men from the bright one. One boyfriend proudly texted his girlfriend that he bought a self-test kit at home since he had recently gone on a business trip to Nanjing, and he proudly stated that he tested negative. And he was very proud of him.
What?
Yeah, he proudly stated that he tested negative, and he was very proud of himself for thinking ahead. And his girlfriend's response was obviously very cold and detached. And he says, "You're so cold. I'm safe, baby. Are you not happy?" To which netizens think this is the epitome of an empty mind.
Oh my
That was probably
God.
up to no good.
Idiot.
With
is
one comment
crazy.
reading, "A business trip? So frightened you took a test immediately? If he didn't cheat on this business trip, why would he need to take a test to begin with?
Yeah.
It's not like you catch it through the air."
Wow. The girlfriend posted that?
Yeah.
Bruh.
And with this HIV
Natural
scare that's
selection, bro.
happening, a lot of people in the LGBTQIA community are upset because it's like, again, are we really going to do this again where we are creating these homophobic, fear-based situations of the correlation between gay men and HIV? And it's just, I can see how infuriating that is. Specifically because I do think Uncle Red got off on duping straight men into believing that he was a woman. I think that was also part of the quote allure for selling these videos.
Yeah.
I think the people that were purchasing these videos, that was a huge element. It's very annoying. There have also been conversations on whether or not this is a comparable situation to Bonnie Blue. Bonnie Blue, if you don't know, is, I think she's based in the UK. Is she British? I'm not sure, but she's an OnlyFans model who recently broke the record of sleeping with like 1,000 men in 12 hours in a day. 1,000 men. And she got a lot of hate. I mean, it made news internationally. People hated her. Versus Uncle Red, I think he's almost become a meme to the point where I don't think people hate him per se. They just make fun of him. I don't think there's this like deep rooted, I despise you, you're setting humanity back. Whereas that was the case with Bonnie Blue. And there has been this debate of, wait, why is a woman who does it consensually with men that are consensual, with men that know everything about her, and she's very proactive about STD health and preventing STDs, why does she get hate, but this man who's doing it is almost become a legend? Then a lot of guys come in and they're arguing, oh, well, you know why? It's because in Bonnie Blue's situation, the real victim are women, because women feel like she's perpetuating negative stereotypes about women and creating this stigma that women should be open and available for men and are obsessed with just like anyone on the street. Whereas in Uncle Red's situation, he's only victimizing men. And so these men are saying that's why women don't care. And that's why the world hates Bonnie Blue, because the ultimate victim is probably Bonnie Blue and other women. And whereas for Uncle Red, it's just men. But then there's been a lot of pushback on that as well. There's even been pushback on Uncle Red's name. So a lot of Chinese female netizens are really upset because initially he was called Uncle Red. And then people started calling him Sister Red or like Red Auntie.
Also, just for
Yes.
clarification, some people call it Uncle Hong.
Yes.
Hong,
Yeah.
Hong. So HONG is the Chinese word for red.
Yes.
That's why people call it Sister Hong, Uncle Hong. It just means red in Chinese.
And a lot of Chinese female netizens were upset and they were stating, stop calling him Sister Hong. Like, there are 0 women involved. This is a man's crime. Don't drag women into it. Like, this is a man targeting men, harming men. And why do we have to call him a woman? And I think it has to do with the fact that he never states that it has nothing to do with the trans community. It genuinely just seems like he did this because it's part of the allure. It's part of the videos. It's part of maybe a kink that he has is to trick straight men. So a lot of people were upset about that in China. And they're saying, it doesn't make sense why we have to make him Sister Hong. With a lot of female Chinese netizens fighting back and saying, if a woman had genuinely secretly recorded and leaked footage of her sleeping with over 1,000 men, sold the footage without the men's consent, and profited money off of it, she would have been eaten alive online. But Uncle Red has become a meme. So this is not a woman. Like, this is Uncle Red. He's never identified as a woman outside of committing these crimes. So what are we doing here? That's been a huge argument. Others are arguing Uncle Red did nothing wrong except for the videos. They're saying having sex with men is not wrong as a man. And everyone's like, wait, but we know that. So that's just been like a weird conversation. But some people are commenting justice for Uncle Red. He did nothing wrong. Those men wanted it. I mean, I think that has a deeper meaning than just the words on the screen, though, because those men wanted it. That sounds like a play on when female victims want it.
Though.
With one netizen also writing, I think apart from the secret filming and cheating, there is nothing to criticize. There's nothing wrong with being gay, being bi, but there's nothing wrong with dating or hooking up. There's nothing wrong with liking Uncle Red's appearance either, which a lot of people are like, well, now you're just boiling it down to this like random argument that everybody already knows. It's like, of course, nothing's wrong with being gay. We already knew that. But this is like a really weird situation to be like, there's nothing wrong with being gay. When everyone's like, yeah, we know there's nothing wrong with being gay.
Yeah.
You're the weird one for thinking like this is your coming out moment of like, there's nothing wrong with being gay. Like, no, we've been there. We all know. Did you just catch up? So there's been that argument of people fighting back and forth. And then some people are saying people who are saying that are just trying so hard to be woke that they're like, no, guys, this is a victimless crime. And then some people, it's just been such a fight.
That's crazy. Yeah.
There have also been some memes that some people find funny, some people find very offensive, but some netizens have gone on to Photoshop Uncle Red's face onto Buddha statues.
The fuck?
A Buddha statue that depicts Uncle Red standing, resting both feet on the heads of 2 young men. And in one hand is a watermelon, and the other hand is a bottle of oil.
Watermelon and peanut oil.
Others are making cakes
goddamn.
of Uncle Red's face with words that read, I wish you have 1,691 men pursuing you this new year. It's supposed to be a celebratory cake. And so people are like, that is crazy that this is happening. And it just seems like the deeper that you go in, if you pass like the first layer of memes and people joking around, it becomes this black hole of moral dilemmas and arguments. And it seems like no one seems to agree on any aspect. It seems like at some point, people start diverging in their thoughts and their moral opinions of like, okay, well, maybe some people think it's okay up until this point. Some people are like, it isn't okay up until this point. And it just goes on and on. What are your thoughts, though? Side note, Uncle Red is, if sentenced, which he likely will be, he will probably spend at least 10 years in prison, if not more, considering how
big the situation
strict the justice system is in China. But what are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments. Stay safe. I will see you in the next one.
Sheesh, that was some discussion. There's like so many stuff happening. And like
Uncle Red opened a bunch of can of worms.
Exactly. Like there's just no like there's like it's just nothing with is it right, is it wrong? Like for sure the only thing that like the one thing that's just wrong there is like the illegal videos, but like other than that it seems to be a lot of morally gray stuff that, you know, you can't just explain. It's not a simple black and white situation, which is which is
My
crazy.
take, there was consent. The du- the
Yeah, there were
dude went
consent.
there on their own. They were not forced, so it's up on them. But the secret videos, that's the only problem.
That's what's wrong. Cause like um he made it public, and at the same time like have people pay for it. Illegal distribution basically.
Yep,
But like
with
at
no
this,
consent.
yeah, also like I've saw on TikTok and Xiaohongshu like some of them actually know that they were being filmed because like they saw because like there were some who looked at the camera and stuff. So and then like as we saw there, some people actually came back not just once, like
Mm-hmm.
twice, four times sometimes. And it's just a bunch of discussion. A lot of the things that I also saw on TikTok was like, yeah, the women there were like, okay, like we just realized that, you know, there's nothing wrong with how you look, how you do, because like men are just gonna do it when they just want it.
Regardless,
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 exactly.
they
And like
will.
mm-hmm. And like the the women there, or like a lot of TikToks that I've saw as well was like, you know, they're kind of like taking things in a better light, because like, okay, now you know, now we see how men are, things like that. And it's just a crazy discussion
You,
as what Stephanie has, you know,
you
opened
know what?
here. There's a lot of
You know what?
discussions.
You know what? Uncle Red should do. He
What?
should create a training video, a training camp on how to treat men properly.
What do you mean
Like
training?
charge for like $100 a year, like a training course.
A train? I mean that already, you know, that already surfaced up. Like, you know, someone already said like, yeah, like people came back there a couple of times because they felt like they were seen. They were like, they felt like this is, you know,
They were
um
satisfied.
they were satisfied. Their thing
They
was
were
it's
they were
just
treated
crazy.
they were
They
treated correctly.
yeah, they were saying like
They
they
got the
felt like
attention.
they got the attention they need, and like stuff like that. It's crazy. And like, I don't know, it's a full on discourse of crazy stuff.
So
Things
imagine if
morally
Uncle
wrong
Red
or right, we can say. Uh-huh.
so imagine if Uncle Red will create that the training video, he would be a millionaire. I
Without
swear.
how do you like captivate men
How to
101?
keep your men. 101.
Exactly. Yeah,
Day one training.
it's some
Get a
crazy stuff
wig.
really. And like I am actually kind of fascinated in the fact that they treat that as thirst trap already. Like really, that's already a thirst trap for guys.
Eh,
It just, I don't know, it's just crazy to think like, because like some people
I
will be into like
mean,
showing
I mean,
skin. This is so much different.
it's China. There's a lot of restrictions on social media, so
No, but like regardless, remember
I wouldn't be surprised.
there were also foreigners who came there.
The foreigners, I'm not sure about that, but for the locals,
See how
eh,
it's amazing to think how diverse like the men who came in there. That's actually one of the, I think for me, like one of the fascinating stuff. Like how they said that she has a type, but like still she garnered like a lot of diverse fucking men. Like you don't even like say that, okay, she's into older men. No, because like there were also like younger men there. And it's just fascinating to think like how how is that possible? How did this man like think? Oh my god. And also the idea of men being attracted to women that are already married and wants to cheat. That's also something for me. That's just crazy.
mhm.
Crazy, crazy, crazy.
I think
So,
it the allure of danger.
the risk,
Yeah.
infidelity going up in.
Mhm.
Yeah, exactly. Sister even paid a guy who has a really big. That's so, bro. That's so great. That's so funny. It's like, oh wait, I did service. Okay, I pay. Oh my god. I don't know. That's I think that's the reason why that this case was so fascinating to me. Especially when I got the hold of it on TikTok and then Xiaohongshu, cuz like it was everywhere. I saw all of those clips and it was just crazy discussions everywhere. I think it's actually still popular till now if you go to the Red
it's
app.
still it's still trending.
Yeah, it's still trending there. It's still a
Holy
big
shit.
discussion because like I look as she says here the discussion is still ongoing. There's still no sentence yet. It's still there.
What?
Yeah, it's not
I thought
done.
it
It's
was
not done
arrested.
yet. He was
I thought
arrested,
it was
but
he was arrested. Was he released?
no, he was arrested. He's still arrested right now. But like there's
Okay.
still no sentence yet. So the case is still ongoing
Okay, I
till
gotcha.
now. Yeah. The case is still ongoing.
Crazy. That
So
is crazy.
it's so popular. If you guys can see it on TikTok, there are like filters of that too. It became so popular. Yeah, there's filters. You guys will see like I remember I saw a filter where there were you know the wall of men, like pictures of men. There's a
Uh-huh.
filter of that. And you put
No
your you
way.
put your picture on that on that wall.
on the
Yeah,
collection.
on the collection. It was
On the
crazy. I, I was like, what
the,
the fuck?
the character creation character selection screen. What the
Yeah. And like people were like putting their pictures there. I was like thinking,
crazy.
bruh, do they not know what this meme is about? Or like what the heck? There was a girl who got more famous because she looked like Sister Hong. Then she searched them up, they looked the same and it was funny as fuck. That's also one of the crazy things. But yeah, it's the like this whole scenario is just uh like I would love somebody to study this. Not gonna lie. Like how this whole conundrum of morally, I don't know, like you can say you can say it's right or wrong because like there's so much factors in it and it's just crazy. I think like if the videos were not, you know, were not out there, people will not know this like at
Yep.
all. And they're gonna be she's gonna be continuing, like he's gonna be continuing this shit. Cause like imagine for 2 years they
3 years.
didn't 3 years they didn't even know, and it just became like an urban legend, and then for some reason it was real because somebody reported it. Bruh, crazy shit. And I think it's just funny because like he did this pyramid scheme of like, okay, you pay for, you want more, you get more people to go inside the telegram. Imagine that.
Also, I find it funny that women are avoiding guys
from
from
that
that
area, from
area.
Nanjing. It's kind of like, oh shit, red flag. Oh my god, you're there, you're from there. Oh shit. Oh my god.
Imagine you're a dude who's not really into social media. And then,
And then you just find out, no. Oh my god.
I mean, you just live there, and then girls are avoiding you because you're just a resident.
That sucks. That's
You have
fucking
no
sucks.
idea what's going on. It's like, what? The
What
fuck
is
did I do?
happening?
Why am I a red flag?
Oh my god. You're gonna be more single than ever.
Oh yeah.
That's fucking sad. Anyway, that's just one of the things. Okay, going to his uncle bought him watermelon. Oh yeah, that's the first part of the video. It's actually the first part of the video Pekko. So like somebody was like, so he visited Nanjing he was trying to get watermelon for his uncle, and then like somebody passing the street, passed the street, and then told him like I eyed him up, and they're like, "Are you going to see your uncle?" And he was like so confused, huh? And he's like, "Yeah." And then like the guy was like so disgusted, like went away, and like he was so confused, like what the fuck? And it was
He
so
has
out
no
of
idea.
it was so out of nowhere, because like like people there will not have small talk, and then somebody out of nowhere was like just gonna
Is this where uncle?
have a conversation with you, bro. That's so crazy. My god. Anyway, that was a good watch. That was a good read, and it was so popular in TikTok too. I don't know, like I think like not much people knew about this way back, like a couple of weeks before, but like now it's out there. Oh my god, it's gonna be this is going to be some kind of conversation. Horror, more horror. I don't know. We might, but I need to get food first because I haven't eaten yet. But we can watch stuff here if you guys want. I can show you guys. Oh my god, look. My feed is going to be crazy. Yeah, this one too. I think there's one. Just got water and soda. But I don't want just water and soda. Oh yeah, this is the I remember this case. It's the kid.
The cop.
Yeah. But this one's new. This one's new. We can watch this. Beauty and the Beast.
Hey beauties, welcome back to Beauty and the Beast, where we take care of our skin and feed our fears with a little spooky bedtime story.
I actually seen that.
Okay, before we begin tonight's tale, I need to give you a
to-
warning. If at any point during the story you start to feel
Megan.
strange, physically, mentally, or just an unshakable sense of unease, please stop watching right away. Because tonight's story isn't just
Wait,
an
what?
old urban
What?
legend. According to the person who shared this, the story is
What?
still unfolding, even now. And some people who've heard it have already started experiencing symptoms. Tonight's story was actually
Wait, I'm scared. Wait, I don't think I want this one. Wait, can we change? I changed my mind. Wait, I don't want this.
What the hell, Alana?
What?
We were
she
so
said,
into it already.
I don't. But like, bro. but no.
Boo.
She said
Listen to
we
the
might
people, Alana. Boo.
we get cursed. Fuck you guys. If we get cursed, it's not my fault.
Alana, listen to me. I don't get cursed.
She
Don't
said,
worry.
okay, I will return it back, okay? She said, like, at one point, stop watching.
Beauty and the Beasts, where we take care of our skin and feed our fear. Tonight's tale, I need to give you a warning.
See,
If
she's
at
giving
any
us
point during the
warning.
story you start to feel strange,
for the weak
physically,
ones. We're not
mentally, or
weak.
just an unshakable
I'm
sense
weak.
of unease,
I'm
No.
please stop watching.
No, Alana,
right
we're
away.
hunters.
Because tonight's story isn't just an old urban legend. According to the person who shared this, the story
Frosty,
is
fuck
still
you, you
unfolding,
watch.
even
We
now.
all gonna watch.
And some people who've heard it
We
have
are
already
real
started
men.
experiencing symptoms.
See,
know
they
what? I'm
said.
not
Man strong.
I'm not trying.
Man strong.
See, Kay
We
said.
are strong.
See, Kay said she's gonna go as well, bro. We're not ready for it.
I don't want to
We're
get
not
fine.
ready for this.
Fine.
We're gonna.
Fine.
Sorry, but are you okay? I changed my mind.
I don't want to get cursed today, okay? It's a good Wednesday.
What the hell's wrong with you people? You don't get cursed that easily.
We're not gonna risk it, okay,
Speak
bro.
for yourself,
Exactly,
dude. You
Peku.
already
Exactly.
been cursed.
Watch it. You guys watch it yourself. I'm not gonna curse everyone
And
who's
you watch
here,
it
bruh.
yourself. How about you? How about you get cursed?
You want to get cursed? Do it yourself. Shit. Oh my god.
Frosty,
It's safer when we all watch together.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. No, I'm not gonna
No,
do
I
this.
agree with
Alena, hear me out. At least we're gonna get fucked up together.
No, I want to fuck
We're
that,
all
bro.
in
No,
this
never.
together.
You are
No,
in this
I will not
together.
get peer pressured by this. Fuck that. Fuck that. No, no.
Alana, please, let's watch something.
Let's watch something else.
Okay, let's watch this video.
Exactly right, Kay. Bruh, I'll just, you know what? I'm just gonna play Love in Deep Space.
Oh my.
Then get cursed, bruh. No. I need my man. Okay, I'm not gonna get. I don't want to get cursed yet, bruh.
I'd rather play Phasmophobia than actually watch the video.
Pussies.
No.
Weak.
Watch the. Okay, I will watch the grandma one. Okay.
Okay, that's fair.
Right, Kay? Oh my god.
Hey beauties! Tonight, as we wind down, treat our skin, and take a little time for ourselves, I want you to think about something. What if the things we can't explain, ghosts, curses, spirits, aren't just stories to scare kids? What if they could actually hurt someone? What if they could even kill?
You guys know the true meaning.
Today's story is something that happened to one of my subscribers, and the kind of thing that makes you question whether the line between life and death is really as clear as we think. So today's story starts with a grandmother who refused to say amen and ends with a death no one could explain. So grab your toner, light a candle, and settle in. Let's get into it.
Let's go. Wait, I'm gonna watch this on my phone. Cause I'm gonna get
her phone. Guys, she's bringing her phone.
I'm gonna get food.
We've talked a lot
I'm
about
just gonna be
curses,
here.
cursed villages, cursed objects, even people who seem cursed.
Go, get your food.
But have you ever heard of a curse so heavy that it drives someone to take their own life? Or this, did you know that in some countries, taking one's life is seen not just as an end, but something that passes on, that it can cling to the family, affecting the people left behind? Today's story comes from one of my subscribers who goes by the nickname Avocado, and we don't know if this person is male or female, so I'll just say they. And this happened to their family. They said it's something they will never forget, and honestly, once you hear it, you will understand why. It's about their grandmother, a woman who refused to pray, and in the end died by killing herself at 79 years old after something very strange started happening. So Avocado is from Manipur in northeast India. It's a region surrounded by Assam, Mizoram, and Nagaland. And on the other side, it borders Myanmar. This place is beautiful. Mountains, rivers, quiet villages surrounded by trees and rice fields. Avocado's village was small, so it was the kind of place where everyone knows everyone. If you weren't related by blood, you were still basically family there. And their grandmother was one of those people everyone knew. She was warm, friendly, and hardworking. A farmer her whole life. She loved being outdoors, talking to neighbors, just being part of the community. But in 2017, her health suddenly took a turn. She started getting sick. And there was no clear diagnosis, just constant weakness and pain. So her family took her to multiple hospitals, tried different medications, but nothing seemed to help. She got thinner, quieter, and eventually she couldn't move around without help. Even going to the bathroom became difficult for her. Before all this, she had lived on the edge of the village, near an old football field and a stadium. It was a quiet area with not many houses around. And after she got sick, the family brought her into the main part of the village to live with her daughter and son-in-law so she could be properly looked after. And then in June of 2018, something changed.
The Fire Nation attack.
She started acting strange. She started saying she didn't want to be left alone, ever. Not during the day, and definitely not at night. When the family asked her why, she said there was a black dog that kept coming to her. She couldn't explain what kind of dog it was. She just said that it was large, pitch black, and made her feel scared in a way she couldn't
She
quite
would not like that.
describe.
Yeah.
She
Not
said it
one bit.
only came when
Yeah,
no one else
definitely.
was around. The moment someone entered the room, it would vanish. And if she had company, it never showed up. And no one else in the house saw this dog, but she kept insisting. She said the dog would just stand there, staring at her like it was waiting for her. And the way she described it, it wasn't just a regular stray. It felt like something else. It's not really a dog, she told him once. It's something wearing the shape of a dog.
What the dog doing?
And at that point, even the people around her started to get uneasy. Not because they believed everything right away, but because her fear was real. But of course, no one ever saw this dog, not once. There was no stray running around, no barking, nothing on the security cameras, no signs that a dog had even stepped foot in the house. So at the time, the family didn't really believe her. They thought maybe it was stress or age or the medication. Nobody took it too seriously, at least not yet. But then something else started happening, something even more unsettling. The grandma began talking, not to anyone in the house, not to herself in the usual way, but to something, someone. They would catch her whispering when she thought no one was watching. Her lips would move slowly like she was answering questions or having conversations, and this wasn't just once or twice. And even though she was never left completely alone because the family was trying to honor her request, there were always short gaps. Someone would be doing chores nearby, folding clothes, chopping vegetables in the same room. But even in those brief, quiet moments when no one was looking right at her, she would start murmuring to the air. And those whispers, they didn't sound like prayer.
Bro,
That's
not
when the
gonna
family
lie,
really
whatever that
started
grandma's
paying
smoking, I
attention.
want some of those.
Something wasn't right. And some of them began to wonder, was she being haunted? Was this something spiritual going on, or was it just her mind? So they decided to take her to a prayer center. It was a place where people in the community often went when they felt spiritually attacked or overwhelmed. But the moment they told her about it, she completely lost control. She screamed, she fought, she kicked, clawed at anyone who tried to hold her. And this wasn't panic, it was rage. She adamantly refused to go. She refused to pray. And she even refused to say the word amen. And then December came. Usually for Christians, it's the happiest time of year. There were weddings, festivals, and Christmas celebrations all across the village. The nearby church was celebrating its Diamond Jubilee, 60 years since Christianity arrived in the area. It was a big deal. Famous pastors, bishops, religious leaders, all of them came for the service. The village was buzzing. So the family thought, this is it. With so many people of faith gathered in one place, this could be the chance to finally help her. Maybe she would feel safer there, or someone might be able to intervene. But even before they invited her, she somehow knew. Someone must have mentioned it casually, or maybe she just sensed it. Because the moment she caught wind of it, she shut down again. She said she didn't want to go. Then she said she couldn't go. Eventually, she agreed to attend the service, but only if she could sit way at the back. She insisted that if she sat anywhere else, she would ruin the whole thing for everyone. And the way she said it wasn't embarrassment or shyness, it was fear. Like she was genuinely afraid something inside her would act out in front of everyone. And when the family looked at her closely that day, her eyes weren't the same. It was like she was there, but not fully. That wasn't the grandmother they knew. Something had changed, or maybe something else had taken her place. Then came December 22nd. It was just a few days before Christmas, and the house was full of people. But it wasn't because of the holiday. One of Avocado's cousins was getting married. The ceremony was set for the 23rd, and everyone was rushing around, preparing food, decorating, ironing clothes, wedding chaos. And on the day of the wedding, around 3 p.m., Avocado and the groom decided to sneak away for a quick lunch break. His place was just upstairs, right above where Grandma had been staying. And they were only gone for a few minutes. And then it happened. Around 4 p.m., not long after Avocado and the cousin finished their meal, they heard someone yelling downstairs, "Help! Grandma! Grandma is missing!" At first, no one even knew how to react. It didn't make any sense because she couldn't walk on her own, not even a few steps. Someone always had to carry her, or she would be in a wheelchair. There was no way she could just get up and disappear. So everyone dropped what they were doing and rushed out of the house. The whole wedding prep came to a stop. Grandpa immediately ran to the old house. Maybe she had somehow made her way back there. But then he remembered he had the only key. And when he got there, sure enough, the door was still locked. Still, he opened it and stepped inside, calling her name. And that is when the others, Avocado, the cousin, and the cousin's father, heard it. A scream. It wasn't just a scream, it was something else. It was their grandma's voice, but it didn't even sound human. They ran toward the sound, and what they saw when they got there is something they said they will never be able to unsee. The front door was still locked, but one of the windows had been shattered from the outside. The iron bars, those thick security bars, had been bent, and some of them were completely torn off, like something unbelievably strong had forced its way through. And that's probably how she got in. And inside, they found her hanging from the ceiling. And there was no chair nearby, no stool, nothing she could have used to climb. And she couldn't even stand up straight on her own. She had serious spinal issues. She couldn't even lift her arms high without assistance, let alone tie something above her head. And the ceiling was high, way too high for someone in her condition. Avocado's uncle had to grab a chair just to reach the rope and cut her down. And as her body hit the ground, they heard something. A sound came from her throat, a deep, low burp that didn't sound human at all. It was wet and guttural, like something trying to leave her body even after death. And when they finally got a closer look, they noticed her hair was tangled with burrs and beggar sticks. If you don't know what that is, it's a sticky little weed that only grows deep in the jungle, that somehow she had wandered into the forest alone. No one knows how long she was in there, but what's terrifying is that part of the forest, people don't even go there during the day. It's isolated, it's thick, too wild for someone in her state. The word spread through the village, and the whole family was in shock. Nobody could believe it. This woman, who had spent her life caring for others, cooking for her grandkids, giving advice, smiling through everything, was gone. And the official cause, self-inflicted death. But in their culture, it's not that simple, because where they come from, this kind of death isn't just a tragedy, it's a curse. A curse that, if not handled properly, can pass down. It clings to the family generation after generation unless it's broken. So they had to follow old customs. There was no coffin, no priest was called, no formal prayers were said. All of her belongings were burned. She was buried in the clothes she died in, directly into the ground. Just a hole in the earth and silence all around. They believed that if they didn't do this, the curse would take hold of someone else in the family next. And honestly, even after doing everything the traditional way, some people still felt it never really left. And before the burial, there was one final step the family had to take. It's not something done in public and definitely not something they talk about openly. The closest relatives of the deceased have to gather around the body and curse it out loud. They shout at the spirit, demanding it never return, telling it to leave and never touch the family again. It's harsh, it's emotional, but it's part of the ritual. Because if they don't do it, they believe the curse could stay, or worse, move on to someone else. So they did it. Quietly, privately, and they didn't tell the neighbors, didn't ask for help. And that part of their culture isn't shared with the rest of the village. It's something only their family knows, something passed down. And that same night, something happened, something they still don't like talking about. A man who used to live near Grandma's house came back to the village from Impal. And this man had been away for a while, had no contact with anyone, so he had no idea about Grandma's death, no clue what had happened in the last few days. Around 10 p.m., he was walking home when he saw someone up ahead on the road. There was a woman standing alone, crying softly. So he got curious, he got closer, and when he saw her face, his heart nearly stopped. It was Grandma. She was standing there, crying to herself. So he walked up and asked, "Hey, are you okay?" But she didn't answer. She just lifted her head slowly, looked at him, and then walked right past. No emotion, no words, just walked by like she didn't even see him. And of course, he wasn't scared at first. He was just confused. He turned to watch her walk away, but when he looked down the road, she was suddenly gone. And that's when he felt something. This cold ripple ran through his body like goosebumps. That deep, instinctive feeling that something wasn't right. He kept walking, now a little unsettled. When he got home, which was just above Grandma's house, he noticed something strange. The light on her compound was on, and there were people down there just standing around, and he could see their silhouettes in the dim yellow light. But it was silent, completely silent, not a single sound. And that silence felt heavy, like it was pressing against his ears. Something was terribly wrong. He felt it in his chest. So he started walking down to check, just a few steps. And right then, the light went out. Click, pitch black. And he froze. He reached into his pocket, trying to find something to light his way. But before he could, he heard something. He heard a scratching sound. Not footsteps, not voices, just scratching, something with claws. But it wasn't coming from the ground. It was coming from the walls. He stood still, listening. Then came a low voice, drawn out and aching. It kept repeating one word, "Ayao." It's a word people there use to cry out in pain, grief, regret. It sounded like someone was mourning, but not like any living person. Now he knew this wasn't normal, so he rushed to the door, tried to pull it open, but the door, it wouldn't budge. It felt like it was sealed from the inside. And then he suddenly felt something. You know, that feeling when you know you're not alone. The air behind him shifted, like someone was standing right there, almost touching him, like breathing to him, watching. He didn't dare turn around. But then came the sound again. This time, not just one voice, but many whispers, laughter, crying, all at once. He spun around, but no one was there. The road was empty. His yard was empty. The compound below, still dark. And that was it. He ran. He didn't look back. The next morning, that man, the one who saw her on the road, was back to his usual routine. He greeted a few neighbors, just saying hi like he always did. And that's when someone casually mentioned it. "Oh, such a tragedy about Grandma passing away." He just stood there, silent. His mind froze. It took a moment to sink in. She had died days ago. But that woman he saw the night before crying on the road, that wasn't her. not anymore. Now it all kind of made sense, but at the same time, it didn't. Because whatever he saw, it looked like her, moved like her. But deep down, he knew it wasn't her at all. Weeks passed. The village started moving on. People got back to their lives. And then, one day, it rained heavily. It was one of those storms that makes everyone stay indoors, where the whole sky turns dark in the afternoon and the streets fill with mud. The next morning, after the rain finally stopped, something strange happened. The man was walking to his garden when he noticed something odd near Grandma's grave. The rain had caused a small landslide, nothing major, just enough to shift some soil. But something was sticking out. At first, he thought it was a log or a branch. The grave was near a wooden area, so it wasn't too strange. But when he got closer, he stopped cold. It was a leg, Grandma's leg. Half of her body had surfaced up to the knee, poking out from the earth like the ground itself was pushing her out. The man didn't scream. He didn't run. He just stood there in shock. And then, not long after that, he got sick, extremely sick. He lost the ability to walk, needed help to move, to eat, or even go to the bathroom. And this happened fast. And eventually, he passed away. People couldn't stop talking about this, of course. Some called it a coincidence, a tragedy, but not Avocado's family, because they remembered something. A long time ago, before Grandma got married, she had a niece, and that niece died the same way, by killing herself. Back then, it was Grandma who found her, Grandma who cut the rope, Grandma who held her body and cried. And as she hugged her, blood from her niece's mouth stained her clothes. And the elders told her, burn those clothes, that's what you're supposed to do. But she didn't. She just laughed it off, said it was just superstition. It's all in your head, she told them. But after everything, Avocado's family started to wonder. Maybe those old beliefs weren't just stories to scare children. Maybe the rituals, the rules, the warnings, they existed for a reason, to keep something from following you. And to this day, they still don't know what exactly happened to Grandma, or that man, or why the grave opened like that, or whether what he saw was even real. But they all agree on one thing. They hope they never have to go through anything like that again. And even when Avocado was writing the story to me, Avocado said they could feel the same chills they felt back then. Like the memories were alive again, like something was still close by. So, what do you think really happened? Was it a curse? Something passed down through generations? Was it trauma, guilt, something unspoken from the past finally catching up? Or was it simply a mind unraveling in the final stages of life? We like to believe there is a clear line between the living and the dead. But what if that line isn't as solid as we think? What if, under certain conditions, it blurs? And what makes it even scarier is this. Whatever it was, it didn't just haunt someone. It hurt them, and it led to death. And that is the part that still stays with me. That something we still can't explain might be able to reach into the real world and destroy life. What would you have done if you were in Avocado's place? And have you ever witnessed something that made you feel question what's real and what isn't? Let me know in the comments below.
The Matrix.
Okay, that is a wrap for today, and I hope you guys sleep tight.
Mr. Anderson.
Well, sorry if you can.
We miss you.
Bye, guys.
Return the slab. Or suffer the curse.
Alana, hurry back! We need to watch another video.
Yeah, Alana, hurry back.
Oh, we're gonna watch the
autoplay.
curse one.
It's an autoplay.
Hey beauties! Tonight, as we pamper our skin and unwind from the chaos of the
God
day,
damn it, Elena.
I've got a real-life supernatural story that honestly sounds like fiction. To start off the story, let me ask you this. What if the ordinary isn't so ordinary after all?
I got myself.
Imagine stepping into your
I got
usual morning
myself
bus.
Japanese
Same seat,
miso.
same route, same
Wow.
sleepy eyes. But then, something feels off. The passengers are gone.
You
The
know what I wanna
streets
get
look
now? A Japanese
unfamiliar,
woman.
and the driver, well, he may not even be human. This is the haunting true story of Chinchar Pak, a man who thought he was on his daily commute, but might have boarded a one-way ride to the afterlife. So grab your toner, press in that essence, and settle in, because tonight's story might just blur the line between this world and the next. Let's get started.
Wait, who's Chuba?
Is that Blast? Blast, is that you? You change names.
Have you ever wondered what it would feel like if something truly bizarre and unexplainable happened right on the street you walk every day? So imagine that a familiar bus stop where you wait each morning, the same sidewalk, the same routine. A place so ordinary, you would never expect anything out of the ordinary to happen there. But sometimes, even the most mundane places can hide the strangest secrets. What I'm about to tell you guys today is a chilling true story from a man named Chinchar Pak, who lives in the quiet countryside of Cheongyang, South Korea. Chinchar, this man was 40 years old. He worked at a small farm equipment factory in town. He was the kind of guy who led a completely normal life. Wake up, go to work, come home. Nothing out of the ordinary. He wasn't the kind of person who believed in ghosts or superstitions. So if you ever brought them up, he would just laugh it off. But after what happened to him one early morning, his whole outlook on life changed forever. This is the story of what Chincha remembers as one of the most vivid and terrifying mornings of his life. Something happened at the small bus stop near his home. Something he still can't explain to this day. So it was just like any other weekday. Chinchar skipped breakfast and rushed out of the door. He always took the same 1001 bus to get to work. And this bus came at exactly 7 a.m.
No.
So to catch this bus, he had to be up and ready by 6 a.m. That morning, he did everything like usual. Washed up, got dressed, and headed to the bus stop. But when he arrived, something was off. The digital sign above the stop displayed a strange message. Service suspended. What? He muttered to himself, frowning. Because it was a problem. If he missed that bus, the next one wouldn't come until like 8 a.m. And with work starting at 8:30, that meant he would be late, no question. Other commuters were also checking the display, clicking their tongues in annoyance, and one by one they gave up and left. But Chinchar didn't. He decided to wait for another bus, thinking he could maybe catch a taxi from a nearby stop. Then things started getting weird. The longer he waited, the quieter the surroundings became. It was supposed to be rush hour, but the usual crowd was gone. Not a single familiar face in sight. No footsteps, no chatter, just stillness.
I would have left.
And strangely, even the local stores around the bus stop, usually open by now, remained closed. Shutters down, not a single sound coming from inside. So it felt like the entire village was somehow shut down for some reason.
I'd rather wait.
It wasn't a public holiday. There was no reason for the entire stores nearby to be shut down. Chinchar noticed it, the eerie calm, but he brushed it off. Maybe people were just running late. Maybe today was just different. And then he felt it, a sudden chill behind him, a cold breeze that didn't belong. So he turned around instinctively and froze. There, standing at the far end of the bus stop, where no one had been a second ago, was a woman, a stranger. This woman, she hadn't made a sound. He hadn't heard footsteps, but she was just there. And strangely, she was barefoot, standing silently in thin, pale clothing that didn't match the chilly autumn morning at all. A light dress fluttered faintly around her ankles, and something about her felt off because her skin was so pale that even the early morning sun couldn't bring any color to her cheeks. And beneath the long strands of hair that veiled part of her face, Chinchar caught a glimpse of her features, lifeless, drained of any warmth. So he just stared, a mix of curiosity and dread creeping into his chest. And then he noticed something. Her eyes, jet black, not dark brown or even shadowed. No, her eyes were as if someone had poured pure black ink into them. No whites, no light, just darkness staring directly at him. Chinchar's heart pounded, his instincts screamed, and he quickly looked away. But even then, he could still feel her gaze, cold and heavy, pressing into the side of his face. A shiver ran down his spine, and beads of cold sweat began to slide down his back. And when he finally gathered the courage to glance back, she was gone. Just gone, as if she had never been there. There was no sound, no footsteps, no trace. The corner where she had stood just moments ago was empty, completely empty. Chinchar felt like his mind was playing tricks on him. Maybe he was overtired. Maybe it was all just a weird illusion. So, trying to calm himself, he turned his eye back to the digital display. Still the same message. Service suspended. Route 1001. And he sighed. Maybe he should just call a taxi. He pulled out his phone and began searching for the local cab company's number. And that's when he saw something. Through the mist that clung to the distant road, a bus was approaching, slowly and quietly. There was no screeching of brakes, no honking, no noise at all, just a soft hum, like something gliding through a dream.
That already beats us.
As it came closer, Chinchar could make out the number on the front, 1001, and his breath caught in his throat. The same bus, the one that was supposed to be suspended, the one everyone had walked away from. And yet, here it was. But something felt wrong. As the massive vehicle pulled up before him, a suffocating silence settled around the stop. Even with the engine humming, the world itself seemed to grow quieter, as if everything else had been muted. No wind, no birds, no passing cars, just Chinchar and the bus. The door opened with a slow hiss. Inside, it was completely empty. No passengers, no chatter. Not even the driver's face was visible, just the outline of someone in the seat, shrouded in shadow. So Chinchar hesitated, but he was going to be late. That thought alone seemed to override his fear. Almost like he was being pulled, he stepped forward, and without fully realizing why, he boarded the bus. And that was the beginning. As soon as Chinchar boarded the bus and took his seat, the doors shut behind him with a quiet hiss. The bus eased forward again, gliding through the stillness like a ghost through the fog. At first, he let out a breath of relief. He would make it to work after all. But that relief didn't last long, because there was something off. So this was the morning rush hour. Normally, the bus would be packed with students and office workers. But today, the interior was completely empty. Chinchar was the only passenger. There was just silence. Even stranger, he couldn't see the driver's face. The figure behind the wheel was nothing more than a dark silhouette, obscured by shadows. Chinchar tried to shake the unease settling in his chest, but it clung to him like the cold air outside. He reached into his pocket and took out his phone, hoping music might help break the silence. But the screen didn't respond. No signal. The device, which had worked fine moments before, was now completely dead. No bars, no Wi-Fi, not even the home screen. It was like all communication had been severed the moment he stepped onto that bus. He turned to look out the window, but even that offered no comfort. Everything outside was swallowed in thick, gray mist. Chinchar couldn't recognize a single landmark. These weren't the roads he took every day. It was as if the bus was moving through an entirely different world. So he murmured under his breath, "Why does everything feel so wrong today?" The temperature began to drop rapidly. It had been a little chilly before, but now the air inside the bus was icy, the kind of cold that seeped into your bones. So Chinchar stood up, trying to ask the driver where they were going. But when he turned toward the front, he froze. The windshield, the dashboard, the driver's entire space was cloaked in a milky blur. It was as if there was a wall of fog separating him from the front of the bus. He couldn't make out anything clearly, not even the shape of the driver anymore. It felt weird. He reached up to press the stop button, but nothing happened. No ding, no response. So he pressed it again and again. Still nothing. The bus didn't slow down. It didn't stop at any of the familiar stations. It just kept going. Worse still, it began to veer off the usual route, taking turns Chinchar had never seen before. Heading into unfamiliar roads he was sure weren't part of any bus line. So panic set in. His heart began pounding.
Should have panicked like way
This
back.
wasn't the right bus. Something was terribly wrong. So he rushed toward the front again, hoping to get a better look at the driver. But the closer he walked, the further away the driver seemed. With every step, the cabin seemed to stretch. The distance between him and the front never seemed to shrink. He could feel the fear rising in his throat. And then a sound from behind, a soft, low sobbing. And that sound was coming from the back seat. He turned slowly. Someone was there. There had been no one else on the bus. He was 100% sure of it. But now in the very last row, someone was sitting. A figure with long black hair covering its face, pale skin, a thin white dress, bare feet resting quietly on the cold metal floor. It was her, the woman from the bus stop. She lifted her head slowly, and her ink-black eyes locked onto his. Chinchar couldn't move. He was frozen, rooted to the spot by her gaze. And all the while, the bus kept picking up speed, racing through the fog, deeper and deeper into the unknown. Chinchar stood frozen, goosebumps crawling across his entire body. The pale woman in the back seat slowly rose. Her movements were slow, almost unnatural, as if time around her moved differently. Then, without a word, she began walking toward him, each step echoing softly in the cold, empty bus. This isn't real. This can't be happening. He backed away instinctively, panic rising like a tide. Her pitch-black eyes, the same ones that had paralyzed him earlier, were now drawing closer. He turned and bolted toward the front of the bus. "Driver, please, let me off. Stop the bus," he screamed. He pounded on the door beside the driver's seat, screaming over and over, but there was no response. The figure in the driver's seat never turned, never even flinched. The thick fog still clouded the glass, making it impossible to see the driver's face clearly. And in that moment, Chinchar had the sickening thought, what if no one was driving this bus at all? Behind him, he could feel it, that unnatural chill drawing closer. The woman was approaching. Heart racing, Chinchar slammed his fist against the door. But the bus only moved faster. The engine roared as it sped down roads he didn't even recognize. And then, through the thinning fog, he saw something. The scenery outside was no longer familiar. These weren't the streets of Chongyang. The shops, the signs, the people, everything looked wrong. Very wrong. Outside the windows, people were standing along the streets, unmoving, just watching. Their faces were pale, almost gray, and every single one of them had those same jet black eyes. Chinchar's hands trembled as he pulled out his phone again, desperate now. He pressed the power button, and it turned on. A small sliver of hope lit up inside him as he quickly dialed 119. But on the other end, nothing, only static. A strange, distorted noise filled his ear, like whispering from underwater. Please, someone help me. Then, a voice right behind him. So he spun around. And the woman, she was there. The woman was now just inches from his face. Her hand shot out and grabbed his arm. Her touch was like ice, and he instinctively flinched. But then he saw her
Like
expression.
ice? I know how to
She
warm
wasn't
that up.
angry. She looked
She's trying to talk about your
heartbroken.
car's extended
Her
warranty.
eyes, black
Yeah.
as ink, shimmered with something else
This is
now.
a weird jet set
Sorrow.
holiday.
You can't stay here, she whispered, her voice shaking. You have to get off now. Chinchar stood in stunned silence. Who are you? She shook her head slowly, her grip tightening. If you stay, you can't ever go back. Then, without another word, she turned and vanished into the shadows at the back of the bus. Snapped out of
Into
his
the
daze,
shadow realm,
Chinchar
Jimbo.
lunged toward the doors again, banging furiously. And that is when the bus abruptly began to slow. With a groan of its brakes, the vehicle rolled to a stop in front of an unfamiliar station. The doors opened, but outside, it was still not his world.
Welcome back.
The
While
sky
you were
was
away?
dark, and the buildings
was
were
away?
foreign. He hesitated, unsure whether stepping out meant escape
back.
or something worse. And then something shifted. The
I finally
fog
got a
over the
mango
driver's
pie.
seat began to clear, and
Yeah, I thought she's
slowly
here.
the silhouette sitting there came into view. As the last of the fog cleared from the driver's seat, the figure turned slowly toward Chinchar. He wore all black. His face was pale and hollow. But it was the eyes. Those eyes that stopped
Oh, shit.
Chinchar in his tracks.
I finally get it.
They
This
weren't
is the
human.
hamon
They were endless,
opening up.
bottomless,
Someone broke
like
the
staring
hamon.
into a void where no
We need-
light could ever return.
We need
Chinchar
to save
stumbled
our demon
backward, his
slayers.
voice barely a whisper. Who are you? The driver gave a faint smile, full of sorrow. I'm someone from the other side, he said. Someone you shouldn't have forgotten. And then, like a crashing wave, memories
this, Five Nights at
Chinchar had
Freddy's?
long buried came rushing back. Years ago, before moving to Cheongyang, Chinchar had worked as a city bus driver in Cheongju. It had been a rainy day, ordinary in every way. He was behind the wheel of bus 703 when it happened. A truck lost control in the fog and slammed into his bus. The impact was devastating. Many of the passengers had died. Chinchar had been found
Was this sanctioned,
unconscious,
Elena?
taken to the hospital. He had survived. Barely, or so he thought. The figure in the driver's seat was now telling him,
Oh shit, I was
you were on
muted
the
on-
list that day. You were supposed to die.
Shit.
That crash, that was
Of
the
course.
end.
Oh, the hi,
Discuss,
Doshi.
Lena.
Hi, Tickler.
No, Chinchar whispered, shaking his head. I survived. I was saved. No, you slipped through. The driver, now apparently the Reaper, replied coldly. But no soul escapes forever, he said. And then the bus began to stir. From the once empty seats, pale figures
Oh my god, that's
slowly
so
rose,
crazy.
one by one. The same
Petty like death in
passengers
Final
from that
Destination.
rainy morning. Their faces were hollow, their eyes black, their presence full of sorrow and longing. But beneath it all, a quiet, gnawing resentment. They all turned to Chinchar and began walking toward him.
Oh my god,
You're
that's
not
so
supposed to be
scary.
living, the Reaper said, but it's not too late to correct that.
What?
Chinchar backed away, shouting, No, please, I don't want to die. Let me go. Then, this woman, she appeared again.
Oh my god.
The pale woman, the one who had first warned him. She moved quickly now, stepping between Chinchar and the oncoming souls. Her cold hand gripped his arm tightly once more, but her eyes, still filled with grief, held something else this time.
You can help me?
You don't belong here, she said firmly. You need to leave, now. She raised her hand, and the sealed bus doors burst open with a loud hiss. The Reaper stopped mid-step. The spirits froze. Go, she shouted. Now. Without thinking, Chinchar lunged toward the open door, throwing himself into the blinding light outside. His body hit something hard, and everything went black. When he opened his eyes again, he was in a hospital bed. The white ceiling above him, the soft beeping of machines. A nurse rushed to his side. "Mr. Park, you're awake." "Where am I?" "You're at the Chongyang General Hospital. Someone found you unconscious near the bus stop this morning. They called for help and brought you in." Chinchar sat up slowly, disoriented. His clothes were still damp. His body was freezing. But he was alive. And yet, even as the hospital buzzed with normal life around him, he couldn't shake the chill that lingered in his bones. He couldn't shake the voice that echoed in his head, colder than death itself. "It's not just us you should fear. It's the fate you tried to outrun. Every soul that escapes must one day return." Since that day, Chinchar has returned to his ordinary
Does the
life
haircut fade?
and lives it with quiet gratitude. Sometimes he wonders if everything that happened was just a strange dream or a fleeting hallucination. Maybe it was all in his head. But deep down, he knows. He knows he met death that day and turned it away. From that moment on, Chinchar vowed never to take life granted again. He believes the second chance he was given was not his alone to claim. It was maybe a gift, one that came from the pale woman who saved him on that bus. Because of her, he chose to live with intention, with humility, and with gratitude. But even now, on certain nights, he says he still hears the cold hiss of the bus doors, feels the chill of that foggy road. He still hears the Reaper's voice in the distance, reminding him of what almost was. When that happens, Chinchar closes his eyes and says a silent prayer for those who never got off the bus. A quiet act of remembrance for the lost souls still wandering the mist. So what do you think? Maybe fate is real. Maybe for each of us, a moment comes when we're meant to leave, and death will come, whether we are ready or not. And maybe in that final moment, we are given a choice. And if that day comes for you, when the bus stops just long enough for you to step aboard, what will you do? Will you accept your fate, or will you fight it? Well, believe it or not, the choice might just be yours. But one thing is certain, every single day we wake up, every breath we take, every step we make, it's not something to take lightly. Because this moment,
Isn't that an 80s song?
this day, this life is more precious
Every
than we
breath
ever
we
know.
take.
Okay, guys, that's a wrap for today. Sleep tight, and see you guys in our next episode. Bye-bye.
True. True.
Okay.
Same here, bro.
I need to go because I got a call. I'm for a final interview, like in an hour.
Well, good luck with your interview.
Oh, good luck
Thank
with
you,
that.
thank you.
You got this.
Thank you, guys. I need to. I'll be back after.
Hold on, let me give you a good luck charm.
What?
One sec.
The fuck, Beku.
Good
Oh,
luck.
hey, Al.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah. What? Subscribe at tier
Let's
3.
go! Whoa.
Dang it, feathers. Sheesh.
Good luck.
Thank you for the tier 3 sub. Let's go. I need to go, guys, because I need to prep up. I need to dress up a bit because
It's an actual video conference.
Yeah.
it's a video call. It's a
Yeah.
video call. I
Of
need to
course.
dress up
Of
a
course
bit.
it is.
So
Of course it is.
yeah.
Put all your favorite cream all
Yeah.
over your face.
Yes, thank you. Hopefully I get it. I'll let you guys know. I'll give you guys the news. Don't worry.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Good
Thank you.
Good
We'll be
luck.
cheering for you.
Thank you, guys. You guys take care. I'll be back later because I'm still gonna be playing Baldur's Gate anyway. So
Wow.
yeah. I was supposed to play like after we watch, but like I got the call, so we might as well. It's actually not scheduled. This should have been like I don't know. The next day as well, like they just called me out of nowhere. Alright,
Yeah.
it's okay. It's good to be
It
prepped
happens.
and ready. Let's go. Thank you guys. I'll see you later. I need to go.
Okay.
Let's see who we can raid though. Raid channel. I'll be back later. Following. Who have I not raided yet?
I don't know.
Let's see.
What is it I don't remember? I don't know.
But remember what?
I don't know.
21st night?
Of September. Oh,
Never had a first night.
let's go raid Doc Shari because she's gonna be playing lads. She's gonna be doing polls today. She's
Of
gonna be
course.
doing poll. Let's visit the doctor. Let's go. Raid people. Also say hi. Raid. There you go.
Wait, let me copy. Oh my goodness.
Where's our raid message?
Let's bring some pizza.
Pizza
We are
time.
family.
Pizza.
We are family.
Let's go. See you guys. Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye.